Welcome to another Ice Guys Live Stanley Cup Playoffs Betcast, our first Betcast of the conference finals, if you can believe it. I mean, it feels like the conference finals have been going for a little while now, but this is the first time we've been on with you Betcast style here in this round of the playoffs. Ian Cameron and Alex B. Smith back with us here tonight on the Betcast. Alex, I'm sorry you missed today. Obviously, my little blow-up session about last night's transactions, events, obviously, that transpired. Obviously, we saw what happened. Jamie Benn has been ripped apart in the last 24 hours by hockey Twitter, essentially, and rightfully so. You haven't had your chance to have your say. Before we do that, though, we do have puck drop coming up, I believe, in about 5 minutes here with Carolina and Florida here. Game 4, the Panthers looking for the sweep, and they're trying to summon the powers of Mike McDaniel, Miami Dolphins head coach right now, who's there banging on the drum pregame for the Panthers to try to get them going. So it's kind of like a little tradition. They're kind of ripping off Carolina's little tradition with the storm surge. But nevertheless, we'll see if it gets Florida a series clinching sweep tonight. But Alex, what do you like in here pregame tonight?
Yeah, just keeping it simple. Going with Florida. I got minus $1.10. I mean, you could have shopped around. You could have got it as cheap as $1.05. I'm seeing $1.07 still around the very last minute. But this is just a team of destiny right now. It's the way they're playing, and it makes no sense to get in front of this train anymore at this point. You got to get on it or stay away from it. So I'm jumping on it and looking for the Panthers to complete the sweep here.
All right, liking Florida here in this one. To me, I lean Florida. I have a small little puck line bet on Florida. I just went for the value because I figure if they're leading in the third, there's a chance they can extend the victory margin to 2 goals or 3 goals because they're going to have those opportunities to add to the margin. So the minus 1.5 on Florida at plus 220. I ended up jumping a little bit on that. And, of course, the draw. How could I not at plus 330? A little sprinkle on the draw. That's pretty much it as far as side and total pregame. Let's see how the pace goes. We've seen 4 games and 4 unders. With now the over at 5.5 being a plus price, and plus 110 I'm seeing at some spots. Very tempted by it, especially in an elimination game where especially late you could see things open up a little bit, but not easy to make that decision. I do like some props, though, and I knew we had the Betcast tonight, so I decided let's get involved in some player props. I think there are four very good shots on goal props for the Carolina side tonight, because that's the one thing you can be confident in, I think. Not that the puck is going to go in, but that Carolina is going to be shooting the puck like mad here tonight. And they really did in the last game, too, even though they lost 1-0. They had a lot of shots on goal. So I like Sebastian Aho over 2.5 shots on goal, minus 120. Marty Necas over 2.5 shots on goal, minus 130. Brent Burns over 3.5 shots on goal, plus 110. And I laid a little juice on this one, but he's been shooting the puck a lot, and I expect that tonight. Stefan Nason only over 1.5 shots on goal for him at minus 160. He only needs 2 to cash that ticket, and I thought it was worth a look, especially because you're going to see him a lot on the power play. I also have, look, it's risky. Okay, the puck's just not been fucking going in for Carolina. No, who's kidding who? They have 3 goals so far in 3 games in this series, so it's a risk saying, let's bet some Carolina point props, but I am on Nason, Jarvis, Teravainen, Kotkaniemi point props tonight for Carolina, and 1 goal prop on Carolina, and that's Aho, because Aho's got to be the guy, and I mentioned that earlier today, to snap this little skid. He hasn't scored in 5 games. If Carolina is going to win this game and get some kind of offense going, it has to start with Sebastian Aho, so I took a small shot with him at plus 190. To score a goal tonight. And then for Florida, I do have a few props for them. Tkachuk to score a goal, plus 160. Verhaeghe, doesn't he seem to make a statement in these elimination games? He's done it before. Carter Verhaeghe, plus 210. Barkov, plus 280, because, again, he's starting to get his goal-scoring touch back again. And here's a good prop I like. I've stayed away from goalie saves props, but man, if there's ever a night to take one, it's tonight, and it's Sergei Bobrovsky over 30.5 saves for the Florida Panthers tonight. I think he's going to be busy, win or lose, whether Carolina wins or the puck goes in or the puck doesn't go in. I think it's going to be a lot of shot volume, Carolina, and a lot of saves and a busy goaltender in goalie Bob tonight for the Florida Panthers. So that over 30.5 saves, I like that as well. So there you go. That's everything pregame.
Yes. Yeah, solid bunch of props there for sure.
Yeah. I think that Bobrovsky one is one of my favorites, but I try to keep everything tight, keep everything around the same amount, like instead of having one higher than the rest, especially with the fact that, look, let's be honest, game-to-game betting here in the conference finals has not treated me very well. So we're going to try to be a little bit careful, a little cautious. Everything's like a 0.1 unit bet tonight for me. So small action. It's a lot of bets, but it's small action. It's small wagers, small risk, with each one. So that's the approach here for me tonight as far as this game goes. But we will add to it, of course, with the live bets. I'm sure we'll see some opportunities unfold. They're singing the anthem right now in Florida as we are just about ready to get this game underway. We will send out the links, by the way, to everyone that requested one. And we have a pretty good turnout here tonight for people that asked for the Betcast link. So we will send those out in the next few minutes to everybody. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Hit the like button. Now that I'm going to get a chance to send these links out, the puck is about to get dropped here in this game. Great chance to get Alex's thoughts on the Vegas-Dallas game last night, because I know he was pretty raw about it, pretty upset about it like me, and especially the actions of a so-called captain named Jamie Benn in that hockey game last night. I've said all I needed to say about it yesterday, and it actually felt cathartic. It actually felt very, very therapeutic after I got that off my chest earlier today. And if you didn't hear the rant that I had with Kai Cantola, who, give him all the credit, he had to sit there and be quiet for a bit while I was going nuts, and credit to him for doing that. So shout out to him. But I was not upset, not happy one bit with what we saw last night. Alex, just captain can't do that in that spot last night. Period.
No, you touched on it beautifully and perfectly. I mean, you have to be the leader of the team, and you showed everyone on the ice, everyone in that building, and everybody watching that game that you've given up. That was a cowardly move, and that was his way of giving up. Even all the way to the fact that he didn't even talk to the media, like I said, the day after, after the game. Waited till the day after, when he had to say something, of course, because of the hearing and now the suspension. But it's just I've never seen a team just completely just unravel like that. And I could see if it was a bad 3-4 overtime loss like we saw with game 1 in the Carolina-Florida series, and now you're down 2-0. But all the momentum really should have been on Dallas' side starting that game at home with the crowd, on your side, at your back. And to give up the goal early and then have Ben take that dumb penalty, it pretty much just sealed their fate for that game and ultimately the series. I don't see them coming out with any kind of energy or punch tomorrow in that game 4. That could easily be a 5-0, 6-0 Vegas win, based on just the character and the look of that Dallas team and what's changed from the end of game 2 and what happened throughout game 3. It was just absolutely shocking to watch and appalling, and especially when you have that much money riding on that team, and they have been doing so well to just completely lose their composure like that. It's a bad look. It's a bad look all around. You muted in.
Sorry about that. I get the frustration of the moment that you're already down 1-0. By the way, Florida, I don't know how they didn't score just now. Oh, never mind. Delayed penalty, Carolina, and that penalty's off the board now because Florida just scored. 41 seconds into this game, and it's Ant the Duke who pounced on that loose puck.
Wow.
Anthony Duclair gets the scoring underway in game 4. 1-0 Panthers. There we go. Wow. What happened here? You know what it is? Anderson made a really nice save to be on the first chance, and then just lost sight of the puck, lost track of where it was, and Duclair found it before anybody on Carolina did. Put it in.
Yeah.
Talk about the worst start possible when you're facing elimination here in a must-win situation. That the puck, it's like Dallas last night. The puck's in your net in the first minute. Now, how do you respond? Dallas responded the worst way possible last night. Let's see how they respond here tonight. That's going to end up being the big question following that. So they need a good shift. Bottom line, after that goal goes in, they need a really good shift.
They need a few good shifts.
A few. They need a few. A goal would be even better, but they just need some offensive zone time, settle the game down a bit. That's what you need when that happens. So let's see if they can do what maybe Dallas couldn't do. There's a big hit there, by the way. Holy shit. I was looking away at the moment that happened, but there was a huge, huge open ice hit. Jacob Slavin. Oh my gosh. Jacob Slavin is like a drunk man coming out of a bar right now. He is down on the ice. He's trying to get up, and he stumbled and fell down again. This is wow. And that's the best defenseman hands down on this hockey team that's in this situation right now. And I think
you're a little bit ahead of me, Ian, and I'm watching it as you're describing. Yeah, that was very scary, the way he went back down the second time. Something's going on.
Okay, we're seeing it. Oh, that's a huge hit. Was it dirty though? Like it was. He kind of came a long way from the neutral zone all the way down below the goal line in the Carolina zone to hit him. Like he skated a long way, Sam Bennett, to connect with Jacob Slavin there. But was it a high hit? Was it head target, head contact? I don't know. Didn't look like it was too dirty, but it was just that he came a long way. Here it is again.
Replay now.
No, he kept the shoulder down to the chest area.
That's a clean big hit. He hits his head on the side of the board.
His head on the board. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh. And that's what sent him for a loop. Yeah. And oh man, you worry concussion because of that.
Oh, definitely. He has no idea where he is. When he first leans up, you can see the just 1,000-yard stare in his eyes. That's a clean hit. It's just a big clean hit and an awkward landing.
And I know Carolina, and now he's going to be persona non grata. I get it now for Carolina, Sam Bennett after that. But at the end of the day, it was a hard hit. It was a vicious result because his head hits the boards like that. And it's probably a concussion. He's probably done for the night now. But at the same point in time, Florida's going to want their pound of flesh. But at the end of the day, it's a clean hit. I mean, I hate to say it. And the result is awful because it's their best defenseman that's probably done now. But man, it was clean. I mean, that's the issue. It's just an unfortunate result that his head hit the boards there.
How is Florida on the power play?
I'm sure Rod Brindamore already feels like his team has not gotten a good whistle here in this series. So
I'm so confused. How did Florida get a power play?
We're going to have to check the box score here, the live box score, and find out what exactly they called here. That's the one issue with doing the Betcast, Alex, and having the sound pretty much down. You really can't hear what the announcers are, relaying the info to. All right, let's see what we've got here. We've got Kachuk, so it's Kachuk slashing and Martin Newt cross-checking, Burns slashing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, an extra penalty to Brent Burns for slashing. Wow. There you go. Verhaeghe and Barkov, by the way, got the assists on the goal by Anthony Duclair. So it's a Florida power. You talk about a huge moment here. This is kind of like Dallas last night, where the power play now, not long after, it's crazy. Vegas scores the first goal to get the 5-minute penalty by the bonehead that is Jamie Benn. The 5-minute penalty, and they score on it, make it 2-0. This is kind of like the same thing, except this penalty is only 2 minutes. And the power play for Florida to try to add to the lead and really put Carolina behind the 8 ball.
And you know what this is? These are teams showing killer instinct. You're giving them the opportunity to move on, to win a game, to advance in the series. This is what, and they'll take it. Vegas can do that. Florida can do that, and that's the reason they're in the position they're in right now.
Yeah, no doubt about it. There's no question. This is a opportunity here for the Florida Panthers, and I hate and sick to my stomach a little bit that the result of that hit is what it was for Slavin, because it's just such a huge loss. He plays in every situation, 5-on-5, power play, penalty kill. He plays the most minutes on that Carolina blue line. I think he's one of the best defensemen in the NHL, and especially of the ones that maybe isn't talked about as much as he should be. Jacob Slavin. I've said that for a couple seasons now about him. So it is just an astronomical hole on that Carolina blue line. They're down to 5D now as well for the rest of the night. So you need more out of Pesce. You need more out of Brady Shea. They're all going to have to pull the weight now and pick up the slack and play a lot more minutes than they thought they would. But they did just kill this penalty off, so that's
a start.
A big, that's like a exhale for a moment. If you're Carolina, breathe, Hurricanes, breathe. You killed the penalty. It's just 1-0. Not even 5 minutes into the game. This is where you got to show composure here. If you're Carolina, and realize it's still very early in this game. But man, that's a that's a tester. That kind of a start in a must-win game to save your season will certainly test your mental fortitude. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm just checking. I believe we have. Yep, there we go. Everyone is getting the link as we speak. There we go. Good stuff indeed. Florida. Oh, they almost had a mini odd man rush, but Carolina cleaned it up nicely. Let's see if Carolina hasn't had a ton of sustained pressure yet in the Florida zone. Although, of course, killing a penalty will do something about that. See, look at this. This is just clean exits. I mean, that's what's amazing about Florida. They've had so many instances here where it's been clean exits. Angry about something, although you shouldn't be angry because it looks like Florida's getting a penalty here. Yep, it's Radko Gudas.
Well, if Carolina's going to do anything, they have to score here.
Yeah. I guess he just didn't like the hit, but there it is. Interference on Gudas, away from the puck. So here's your opportunity for Carolina here in a 1-0 deficit. But, they held their ground. They killed off that Florida power play when it was already 1-0. And now we'll see if they can cash in with the man advantage. And they need to see the puck go in past Bobrovsky at this point. Anything. Doesn't matter how it goes in, whether it's a shot from the point, a brilliant one-on-one rush or a breakaway goal or a beautiful goal, or it's even if it's a deflection goal or a tip in or off a skate or off someone's backside or something. Who the hell cares how it goes in? You just need to see it go in to give your team some kind of confidence here against a goalie that I think's in their head a little bit right now. Florida's just killing a shit ton of time right now on this power play by jamming the puck along the boards right there. And there's a clear. Half the penalty gone. Shout out to everyone in the chat, by the way. We got IceX, we've got Keebs, Real Deal Prime. We appreciate it very much. Thanks for everyone for tuning in on this Betcast. Hit the like button. And Perlo Wisdom, there he is with us here on the Betcast. And someone was asking me the other day, do you know anybody that's keeping an eye on the World Hockey Championship and betting it? I'm dabbling in it here and there, just a little bit. Just not a whole lot, but just a little bit here and there. But I know Perlo's been betting it daily. How's it going for you?
Good to me. It's been good to me. Yeah, it has been good to me. It's now that we're getting down to the nitty gritty, though, I'm probably going to go a little lighter. I like the early rounds are great to bet.
Yeah, I mean, I find I'm going to be able to have a few more opportunities and a little bit more success when the games get more important, because I find, you're trying to bet these favorites who are going to win, and the puck line was 3.5, 4.5 in some of these games. So it's a little bit tricky. A lot of these times they win, but they don't always get the margin that's required.
You got to find the spots. Now when you got like Finland, What's it? Finland, Canada. That's going to be tight. I mean, unders are good if you can get them at 5.5, but most of them are 5, so it's tough to get them.
No doubt. And shout out to Nate Dog 420 in the chat. Good to see you, and thank you for wishing us well. We appreciate it. Same to you. Cheshire Cat, what's up?
What's up, man? How's it going, everybody?
We're doing
Good.
good. We're hoping we don't get 2 sweeps here in the conference finals. That would be nice, just to not see these series just end like in a whimper like this. But here we are with Florida, the team looking to sweep, already leading tonight.
I'd love to see it. I think they've earned it.
I love to see more hockey. That's why I'm against it.
I want to see more hockey too.
Yeah.
I do too, but I would also like to sweep. That would be cool.
It'd be like the first time since Chicago, back in Chicago, I think in Pittsburgh or something like that. I can't remember the year, but it was a long time ago.
Damn. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, 1992, Boston got swept by Pittsburgh, and the Hawks swept out Edmonton.
I should know Alex would know that.
How's it going, guys?
Nice. What's up?
By the way, one of the people that I think is going to be joining us later on the Betcast is Dallas Stars fan, Landon, who's been on our Betcast many times. I'm looking forward to getting some takes from him on what he thought about that absolute debacle last night.
Are you going to ream him?
No, I'm not going
to listen. You son of a bitch.
Quite honestly. I think he agrees with me, quite honestly, that it was a disaster night for the Dallas Stars. It was.
Yeah.
It was a disaster night for
He
did everything wrong. He said everything. Well, he didn't say shit last night, and that was the problem, Jamie Benn. And then he said everything wrong today.
I listened to your rant again, and it was. I mean, it's kind of right on. It's kind of right on.
What did he tried to say that he just fell? He's trying to say that he just fell and that he was trying to support himself.
He was trying to secure a landing spot. A landing spot that included driving a stick into a guy's head, apparently. Apparently that's finding a landing spot.
Especially when you're staring right at his head while you do it. Like, I mean,
I don't know. It's just really fucked up. And he went for like a wounded bird. Stone has been injured so much of this season. It's not, I don't know. It's not very cool to do that.
Yeah, that's a great point. Great point with that.
Yeah. And it's Stone.
The one with Haig was weird. I don't know why they gave him a penalty, but maybe it had something to do with the score of the game.
He did something afterwards. I can't remember what it was, but it's Stone. Like, you did it to Stone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. The guy, the most dirty player there is out there. He plays hard, but he doesn't play dirty at all.
If over 5.5 drops to a plus price, which it should, by the way, in a few moments, I'm going to take a small shot with it.
I hope you're wrong, because I took the under in this game.
They have to. They're down. You just got to hope they don't get shut out again. But I know the pace is going to be there, and I know they're going to open the game up because they have to. They're down in a game they have to win.
Yeah. I didn't take much on it, but Bobrovsky's
that voice inside my head saying, "Don't do it." It's been an under series. It's 4 games, 4 unders. Don't do it. But now that it's 5.5 plus 110, I'm taking it right now. There it is.
Oh, it just totally hit. I got fucked on that the other night. The over 3.5, because I was like, the Canes have to push. They're gonna push in the third period, and I thought there would be space for the Panthers to score, but there was nothing.
Yeah.
Same last night. I was totally disappointed with the Stars.
Hey.
How's it going?
I'm just glad you're smiling, my friend, and life goes on after the TML went.
The sun came up the next day. My wife kissed me on the lips. It's all good. It's all good.
What do you think
I'm not happy about it, but it's all good.
Hey,
what do you think about that
DeBrus
situation? Or DeBrus?
You know what?
Dubas situation. What do you think about that?
All right, my first thought was that they didn't want to sign him because he fucked up. Okay, that's fine. Then when he comes out and he says, "Well, I don't really want to talk about it," so now I'm believing part of what Shanny says. I'm believing part of what Friedman has reported, which is that he tried a power play and he got fucking screwed on it. You know what I mean? the entire situation is fucked as far as I'm concerned. It really is. But I got into a conversation with a guy, and he's like, wow, Dubas should be back, and we should do this, this, and this. And I'm like, okay, but hang on. Look at what he did. He didn't draft Marner or Matthews or any of those guys. He inherited them all. And he still couldn't do anything in 5 fucking years. You want to bring the guy back just because? Like, you got to give me a better fucking reason than that. So, do I like Tree Living coming into Toronto? I'm not too fussy on that because I saw what he did in fucking Calgary. So, but you got to have somebody to deal with this shit.
Yeah.
And so Ian and Alex, I texted them. So Perlo and Cheshire, here's what I texted them through Twitter. I would trade all fucking 3 of them. I'd ship Matthews off to fucking Arizona and get a fucking King's ransom. I'd ship fucking Nylander out to Anaheim, get a King's ransom, and I'd ship fucking Marner probably to LA.
Yeah.
Right?
I have Matthews going to Anaheim, actually.
That's a nuclear detonation to the current edition of the Leafs as we know it, says Goose. Yeah.
But what I said to the guy, because the one guy at work, he's a Leaf fan too. He's like, wow, I said, but look at it this way. You're going to get 2 players back, two NHL ready players for each of those trades, plus at least 3 picks and prospects.
Yep.
You automatically retool the team on the fly. You drop your payroll by at least, 20 mil? At least?
At least, yeah.
And I said,
cap relief in the worst way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And what's the option? You're going to sign Matthews for 4 years at 15 or 14 million? Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Can't do
Like
that,
I need relief after a burrito goes bad.
Right? You know what I mean? And then Nylander, I looked it up the other day based on his stats, based on current market. He's due for 9 to 10 mil. So now you got 45 or 50 mil tied up in 4 guys. How the fuck is that any good?
Yep.
That's what I said. I just reset. You can do a reset. Boom. It's 2 years of pain because you got young guys. They're going to grow, whatever. But now you're set for the next 7 or 8 again.
Yeah.
Nobody seems to look at it that way. So it is what it is.
I need cap relief. That is for damn sure.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because
heard a
they've
really
got to
interesting
worry about
opinion.
long-term deals for Matthews and Marner, and then they've got Samsonov they got to worry about, and it's just, it's on and on and on with everything they need to get done. And
Rich,
Chen?
what up?
Chen is the guy
up,
you should
Rich?
keep too.
Hey, guys.
He played great for you. Rich H is back. We've missed him the last few Betcasts. What's up?
All good, all good. Happy to be here.
So now the question is, are we sweeping tonight?
Oh, we might
There's another
look
one.
one step
Yeah,
closer
looks
to
like it.
sweeping. Power play goal, Florida. Matthew Tkachuk, and it's 2-0
Hey,
Panthers.
that dude.
My under is not looking
Fucking-
good.
And
What a hero,
and
bro.
I finished dinner and I came down just so you guys were talking about Ben last night. That horse shit about I fell and I put my stick out. Go fuck yourself. You tried to take his head off with a
That's
cross.
maybe one of the dumbest explanations and excuses I've ever heard.
yeah.
Try to
easily.
justify something that's unjustifiable.
Right?
Yeah.
And we all knew he was getting 2, maybe even 3. So just stand. I want to hear somebody stand up and go, yeah, I tried to take his head off with a fucking stick. So be it. Whatever.
At least be honest
Right?
about it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fuck, for once, stand up and go, yeah, fuck yeah. It's like, I cheated on you with your sister, and she's really better than you are. Just once, just stand up and say, this is the truth. Like, come on. But whatever. And you could tell right off the bat, Vegas had their shit in gear last night. They were all over, like even before that first goal, like half a minute in, I'm like, oh, this is not going to end well. Like, this is going to be a shit kicking. So, and there's another fucking Carolina.
Aho is getting a penalty. I thought
gosh.
Florida was getting the penalty. It's Aho now.
Carolina's
and
getting
so they're
slaughtered
down
with
2-0 now, and they're been short-handed again. Wow.
Now,
we look for composure here from these teams when things start to, go against them like this, and we're not seeing it from Carolina.
They're doing it Dallas.
Yep. Well, either that or Florida's. I think Florida learned from the last round against Toronto, because honestly, that should have been 4-0 Toronto or 4-0 Florida. It shouldn't have went 4-1. Like, it really shouldn't have. So I think this round, Florida's fucking woken up. Maurice has got them tuned. This is it. Like, this game is foregone conclusion, I would think, at this point. Now the first goal
maybe it's
was
more
I'm
like-
not there yet, but are you going to get 3 goals now past Bobrovsky? Because that's what you're going to need if
No.
you're going to win this game.
They scored
Yeah,
3
not the way
goals
he's
in the
playing.
last 14 and a half periods. They're probably not going to do it in the next 2.5. So.
Right. Yeah.
No,
Not in
I would,
regulation time.
the live bets I would do is minus 0.5 second and third for Florida.
Yeah.
Second for sure. And
Yeah.
maybe third. Maybe they just kind of tie it down in the third, but it's over.
I can almost see them throwing a blanket on it. Like I have it. I got the combo bet, so I got Florida to win, and I got it under 4.5, and I got that at plus 280, I think.
Okay.
Because I figured they're going to get 2 or 3, and they're just that'll be it. That'll be the blanket.
We need for that 4.5 total that you got. We need Florida to put the blanket now on Carolina.
Did you throw that puck line down, Ian? Did you do that?
I did. Small bet before
You
the
did?
game, plus 220.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, I grabbed some of that too when you mentioned it. Ian.
Yep. That's
I just
very
took-
small though.
I just took
I
Florida
wasn't
and
confident in
all
anything.
under
These are all just
5.5.
tiny little piddly little bets. But hey, if it wins, I'll still be happy. Same with the over. It was a small bet. Like my confidence honestly has been shaken a little bit in this round. But like I say, we're not here to just talk. We're here to bet. So you got to place some bets. And that 5.5, the timing was certainly good with that. As far as getting the number at 5.5 plus
Well,
110.
Carolina got the power play.
Oh, it is a
they're
Carolina
getting
power play. Okay, I don't know what Aho was
Dual minutes.
there.
Are they really going to get shut out? I mean, it's amazing. It's incredible.
You can tell Aho cares. Aho is
Mhm.
intense. Aho's been into this game like he's, you can tell he's emotional. He's like pissed off. He's got to find a goal though. Now that's the thing. It's nice to be pissed off, but no.
Yeah,
Gotta
I mean,
find
good
a-
luck.
Find a way.
Good
Yeah.
fucking luck right now.
Yep.
Like,
And again, this is good for the over, whether it's 5.5, whatever you got, because Carolina's got to push. Carolina's got to open it up, huge, big time.
how
now.
are they going to beat him right now? I mean,
They're
I don't.
They're not.
I don't see
Florida,
how they're
That's
gonna
why
do
I
it.
took
Yeah,
the
over.
under. I just don't see them beating Bob. I just don't
No.
see it.
Well, that and what was the stat I heard today? Last game they had only 2 cross ice seam shots. I think it was something along that line. 2 out of 17 or 2 out of 18. You
Right.
can't win. You can't win if you're not getting the goalie moving side to side like that. We all know that one,
Right.
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah, Florida's taken that away, and that's the biggest key to Bobrovsky's apparent
Yeah.
success is they're not
Yeah.
getting those unstoppable shots.
no, exactly. If he doesn't have to move, right? If he's only going to move this far as opposed to post, you're not going to beat him, right?
They got
funny
the
part is
Calgary
he's
Flames
been able to
fever.
play the position for 5 fucking years, and all of a sudden he shows up this year.
Yeah, I mean, this is just to me, this is out of nowhere for Bob
Yeah.
because Bob hasn't been this good in many years, like his
Yep.
Vesna
Yeah.
years, and those were a
Yep.
long time ago with Philly and Columbus. Let's be real, a long time
You-
ago. Yeah,
I got to give Maurice credit though, because everybody was saying, "Why is he playing Bobrovsky?" Like he played him a lot. He played him and he played him and he played him in the regular season, and I think that was pretty much it. It's like either you're going to do it or you're not going to do it. But if you're going to do it, you're going to play a lot to get there. It's a and any goaltender will tell you that they have to play a lot to get out of whatever they were in, right?
Oh, for sure.
when-
Yeah, it's like a hitter, right? You got to keep swinging the bat, right? But
Yeah.
there you
oh,
go.
puck up behind Bobrovsky. Oh, it's in.
That's in.
It's
Wow.
in. Stastny found it. It just
Whoa,
got
whoa, whoa,
Bobrovsky
whoa.
got a piece of it. It fell behind him. It was loose in the blue paint, and Stastny found it first. Put it in. 2-1. Huge,
Stastny,
huge
yeah.
goal for Carolina. Huge.
Pop the
Yeah.
cork.
That makes
But
sense.
Anybody
I
have
also-
a Stastny goal scoring prop there?
Yeah, he's playing with Martinook now, and
I tried it many times in the playoffs. Not
wow.
many times, but a few times.
That's too bad. He had the puck. The puck was right here too. He had that. And all he had to do was close his arm up, and he had that save, right there. If he swings that arm in, that don't go in. That's too well. You know what though?
Look at
This will do
bounces.
one of two things. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But this will do one of two things now. Florida will definitely they'll wake the hell up. And they'll put the screws to them. Or-
I'm not so sure about that now.
I was
You
gonna
get
say,
that
or-
one goal. Carolina's been out shooting them a lot. I
No,
could
I know,
definitely
right?
see another Carolina goal coming up here.
Well, I have to
Carolina,
think from a momentum stand. Like if I Alex B. Smith from the School of Live Betting based on momentum, you may want to look Carolina right now. Because
Yep.
look,
Yeah.
too, one thing about Carolina is they saw the puck finally go in, right?
Right.
Finally,
Yeah.
the puck went in against
So
this
now
guy.
this might
You
wake
talk
them
about
up.
an emotional lift. You talk about just pumping up the entire bench. We finally saw the puck get in past this fucking guy. Bobrovsky does wonders for your spirits. It does.
And he was kind of floundering while he did it too. He didn't look great, so that makes
Which
you
we haven't
feel
seen
Yeah,
him
no,
flipping and flopping and flying like that in this
Yeah.
series.
That's
Yeah.
probably because he felt it go off the back of him. So all of a sudden now he knows that puck's loose in behind him.
Yeah.
Right. So he's
And
got
the
to
thing
get
to look
there.
at now would be if you look at like a BetMGM or somewhere, if you can get the next goal scored in this period, that might be the shot to take with Carolina, because once
That's
they
what
go
I'm
back
looking
in the locker room, then it might be a little bit of a reset. But right now, all the momentum is with the Canes. That'd be the way I look at it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'll take Kane's
Oh.
next goal.
Best I can find is Florida minus 105. Or
I hope it doesn't
Hurricanes-
happen until the
Hurricanes minus
third period.
118.
But
Yeah, I'm seeing Canes minus 111. But let's see, a BetMGM.
But I can still get Florida Panthers to win in under 7.5 in a combo bet for minus
actually, I'll
110.
even go further than that. I mean, I have a very little bit on Florida to win. I'd consider Carolina taking this. I just have that feeling that once you get that goal goes in and your blood gets going and you're in desperation mode.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no
Like
doubt.
it's
Right. But the question is, like, all they got to do is hold them off to the end of the period. Right. You go in, you reset. Okay, good to go. Right. And then Florida's going to come out and they're going to do what they've been doing. So that's the good thing, though, about a game like this is if you could sit here and say, well, it's going to do this and it's going to do this and this is going to happen, you're wrong. Because now you've got a team that should know what the hell they're doing in Carolina because they've been here a couple times. You got Florida who, they haven't been here in a while, but they're still a decent team. This could get interesting real quick.
Well, plus 210 for Carolina ML.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
The key is they've got some momentum. Let's see if they can keep it here.
That's what I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if they can keep up this momentum a little bit. Florida does look a little disheveled.
Oh,
almost a partial breakaway Martinuk there, but wow, defend. See, that's what I'm talking about with Gudis. I've never seen him play better than this. Look at the play.
The guy's a fucking octopus.
Yeah.
If he can't grab a hold of somebody, he'd be fucked. He reminds me of played for Toronto. Brad Marsh.
Yeah.
Back in the day, Marsh. If he
How
could
did
get a
he
hand on you,
like that?
you were done.
Wow. Huh. What a play he just made. Like, he never closes ground on anybody. He's not
No.
exactly a fluid skater. He just did that, though. Well, Martinuk's not the greatest skater, but still, he closed ground on him like he's McDavid.
Being an Oilers fan, I would say like Charlie Huddy, somebody like that, or something like that. But I mean,
Yeah,
that was all effort.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah. And that's why he's been good in the playoffs. He's all effort, all hustle. Like, whatever ounce of his ability he has on that blue line, he's giving.
He's playing the best I've ever seen him, for sure.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Absolutely. I thought his one-on-one defending for much of his career has been mediocre at best.
Mhm.
I'm seeing him shut down and just kill plays in the defensive zone over and over again in these playoffs.
I can't stand the guy who will never drop him, though. I can't stand the guy for that.
There is a little bit of a spot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, with that. Yep.
Ian, that 2-1 score instead of 3-0, if there's 3 goals scored, that's a good advantage for the over.
Yeah, apparently we just needed a live betcast in this series to get a little scoring uptick going.
First period, too.
Yeah, it's exactly. Yeah.
I got it. Carolina to score the next goal at minus 110.
I did. I grabbed it at. What did I get it at? Yeah, I got it at 114 minus 114.
Oh yeah,
That's what I could
114.
find for
I
what
realized it now. The Kachuk goal prop. Yep, that was the second Florida goal. So yeah, that's a winner at plus 160.
Oh, nice. There we go. I had him.
Yep.
Yeah, I had Bennett, Reinhart, Kachuk, and Verhaeghe for goal scorers.
Yep.
Took Aho, and I didn't have a lot of faith in Carolina, so I stayed away from anybody else. But I got Aho for a goal scorer, and I got Burns for shots on goal and an assist.
Yep.
I didn't
Burns.
play any props today. First
I
time
focused
I've-
on 4 Carolina players for shots. Burns, Aho, Natchez, Nason. Those 4 guys. Yep.
Yeah, see, I'm prepared to give up some bucks today because I can't trust Carolina right now. I just because they haven't shown up.
Yep.
Right, and now also that's not a true statement. They have shown up. Florida's just played better hockey. So
I think if Carolina wins this game, though, you're not going to see too many goals past the second and third. They're going to win like 3-2 or something like that. They're going to start. They're going to get back to their game again, and that's I think so. I could be wrong, but if they're down 2-1 going into the third, then all bets are off on that. But if they score the next one, I could see this just kind of slowing right down.
oh yeah, it'll become quicksand, and you know what I mean. Yeah. It'll be one of those defensive games where, back and forth, and
Yeah.
excuse me.
Oh, a little mini break here. Pesce joining the rush. He's got the puck. Oh, good save, Bobrovsky there. Wow. See, those are the kind of saves he's been making all series, all playoffs. Those 1-on-1, mano-a-mano, you against the guy that's coming at you to shoot it. And he's been winning those battles over and over again.
It's amazing. It looks like he was back in Columbus all over again when he was,
I look
like he's 27
the
years old.
The defenseman for Florida played that really well too, though. Right? Took away the play until the other guy could get there, and then he forced him to take that shot from 15, 20 feet out.
Yeah, no inside ice, no path to the net, to the crease area. Yep.
Yeah. Excuse me.
That's the one thing I like about Sam Bennett, though. He hits everything in sight. It's like a freight train coming at you.
Actually, now that I think about it,
when they drafted him here in Calgary, his first year, he literally ended up in the playoffs playing because he got called up, and he hit everything in sight, and they loved him.
Yep.
But he could never like a 9, 8 like goal scoring. His best year was the year before they traded him, which was 13 or 14. Right? He just never realized what he had for potential. But come playoffs, the kid's just a bull. I love him.
When he hit Slavin, he knew that Slavin didn't know. Like, there are times when you're going to hit somebody and knock them into tomorrow because they have no idea what's coming, and it might be legal, but that's the edge that they're playing on that some teams never cross, but Florida's happy to.
Yep.
And even if you get a penalty, you're still knocking the guy out.
Exactly.
You're still like altering the series.
Yep. Yeah, I used to just chuckle when I'd see guys coming across the blue line and trying to cross with the puck and their head down. Fucking line them right up and just crank the crap right out of them. You do that 2 or 3 times, all of a sudden they don't want to come through the middle. They want to come down the side and they want to pull up, and they, all of a sudden you create them playing a different game than what they want to play.
And you don't make as many plays in the middle of the ice if you feel you're going to have your head shot knocked off. Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope. Exactly.
Nope.
No, exactly. Nothing will keep you to the side quicker than watching 2 or 3 of your guys get smoked real quick. And then all of a sudden you're like, okay, well, hang on.
In the opponent's head that if you're going to make plays against us, you're going to pay a fucking physical price for it. Yep. And there's still the teams that can't get over the hump. And I'm not going to mention names, but they've got to get to that place. They've got to get to that place.
Oh, is it these guys?
Yeah.
Say it.
These guys?
No, it's not just those guys. You can throw Edmonton a little bit in that. You can throw a few other teams in that. But those two, even Boston,
Calgary in there.
They shied away from it a little bit, disappointingly.
See, I still say
Colorado wasn't as physical as I thought they should have been. Yep.
No. But also Colorado.
I think Colorado's in a little bit of trouble now with the McKinnon's making all that money, and I don't know.
They're in cap hell, plain and simple, and that's where Toronto's going to be if they sign Matthews. Like, this is what I don't understand. I know they said they're not going to do anything with him, but I don't understand how you can sit there, do the math, and think you're going to be good. Like so now you're back to 2 lines. of 2 guys apiece, where all you got to do is shut them down. Now what the fuck do you do, right? And that's the same as Edmonton's gonna. I think Edmonton's kind of in that boat next year, Perlo, and I think Boston's going to be in that boat too. Because I've
been saying for a long time, and people hate it when I say it, but I've been saying that before they even signed Draisaitl, they should have traded him. And it's not because I don't love Draisaitl. I mean, you have to get an enormous package back, but
oh yeah, for sure.
It's just in the
It wasn't supposed
NHL
to be the
today.
year we were
you
concerned
can't
about
pay those
Edmonton's
guys
depth,
that kind of
though.
money.
When you have a Nugent Hopkins that had 100 points and Evander Kane and Yamamoto had a good year last year and at times early in this season, this was not supposed to be the year we were concerned about lack of depth for Edmonton, but it showed up again because Nugent Hopkins disappeared. Kane had a tough playoff, especially compared to what he did last year.
Now, I will say I did hear Kane was playing significantly hurt,
Yes.
so okay, I can cut you a little bit of slack there, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, like same thing as always, right? And everybody
Was he?
says, yeah. Apparently
Kane
he
was
had
playing hurt?
apparently he had ribs and wrist issue. Apparently,
Yeah.
Ian, do you remember that message I sent you? I was like, looks like something's a little weird.
Oh, with Evander Kane. Yeah.
Yeah. Had no idea.
yeah, because
Yeah.
They still got a
Yeah,
long way to go with their 5-on-5 play, though, and that's.
yeah,
And I kicked myself. I took Edmonton to beat Vegas. I mean, you look at that defense and their 5-on-5 play. It was for sure a biased decision to take the Oilers because I'm an Oilers fan, for sure.
Matthew
man,
Green in our
you're
chat
right,
is
buddy.
right.
Yeah,
you're,
you're right.
Matt, you're right, Matt.
And it was fine. You know, it's an unfortunate result for Slavin that he got his head hit
Yeah.
against the boards and
Yeah.
concussion probably resulting from that.
Right.
But it's a fast
Yeah.
game. It was not a dirty hit. It was the elbow was into the chest area. There was no high contact. He didn't raise his elbow. There was no head contact. It was just an unfortunate result for Slavin. Now that he ended up getting it, you can't compare that with what that bonehead Jamie Benn did last night. Not even a comparison
No.
between the two.
No.
You know what the worst part about that thing to me, anyways, if with Ben, if you're going to do that, make sure you take the guy out.
Yeah, you got to take him with
You
you.
know? If you're going to
That's
do
what he
it,
was
you
trying
try-
to do. That's what he was trying to do, obviously. I mean,
Yeah,
it looked like he
take
was
him.
trying to
You gotta
break
make
his
sure you
jaw
take
or
him
something.
out.
There's our
What do you got
newest
there, Ian?
beer from
Dreamsicle.
Fairweather, Dreamsicle.
I'll
And
be
it's
get-
just
I'll-
exactly what you think,
I'll be getting
orange
the
and
beer in a
vanilla.
heartbeat.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Dreamsicle.
Yes.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
So
Beer
2
for
weeks
it.
ago, when I joined the Betcast, when I just gotten out of my day surgery, so the next day, my next door neighbor brings me over 2 cases of beer. He says, "Me and the boys pitched together. Here, you got some recovery beer." So I
Nice.
got 2. I thought, I'm like, "Yay, right on!"
Do you call it day surgery?
Yeah. So I went in the morning, had the hernia repaired, and I was back home by 5:00 at night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is that a Canadian thing? Do you
Yeah.
guys say day surgery?
Yeah.
But we call it same day surgery here in the U.S. That's the only.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
a day
yeah.
surgery, right? You just go up, do surgery, and boom. But it's because it's a hernia, right? It doesn't require a bed because they didn't do anything wrong,
Yeah.
right? They got it right. So it's basically here, bring you in, kick you out, see you later, bye.
Yeah.
I just
You gotta
remember I
take
was so
out the
confused
thing.
because I was like, is there night surgery?
No,
I remember thinking that. I was like, huh.
no,
Yeah,
it's on the same day or overnight. So yeah, it's the same
Yeah,
day.
no,
Yeah,
here
okay.
that's the term they
Okay.
use, day surgery, right? Just
Yeah,
means
right,
you're,
Thank you,
just
Alex.
means
It's
you're
like
you're
they,
making it one
we
day.
shorten everything. Like in the United States, they'll tell you that was a great golf shot. Well, we already knew you were playing golf. We'll just say that was a nice shot.
Okay. Come on. That was easier.
Speaking of golf, is Brooks Koepka there again tonight? The PGA
Oh,
champion, is he in attendance again?
He was
Down
at
in
the
Florida?
Heat game. He was at the
Yeah.
Heat game last night.
Yeah, I got to think he's still there. He's somewhere there. By the way,
I guess he,
I don't doubt him that he's a Panthers fan. Obviously he is. He was at the game earlier this year and he's been there before for games, but who the fuck calls them the Peas? Like that's what he said on his interview over the weekend. I've never in my life until Brooks fucking Koepka heard someone call it the Peas, the Panthers, the Peas.
They've always
Never.
been the Cats,
The Cats. How about the Cats? How about the
Yeah.
Panthers?
right?
Yeah.
That's
Huge.
what I hear, the Cats.
Never heard that. The Peas.
Hold on.
I never heard
Yeah, that is weird. Unless it's a Florida thing.
Get out of here.
I've never even heard someone in Florida, Panthers fan, say that.
Maybe it's.
But that's
maybe
how
it's
many
a-
Panthers fans do you know? You
Yeah.
know?
I think it's just a Kepka
Like,
thing.
I mean, I don't
Not
know
exactly a
any-
lot
Yeah,
we
it's a
can
good
we
point.
can
That's a
pull,
good
right?
point.
We've got
Who do we cross-reference for this? You know,
a former Florida player, Rhett Warner, who then ended up in Calgary, and this is where he retired. He's on one of the local podcasts. He calls them the Panteros. That's his, but he's like, for him, it's either the Cats or the Panthers.
Yeah.
I've never heard the Peas. Like,
never
No.
really.
the
Yeah.
fuck is that?
It's a
I think
terrible
Brooks
name
just
for-
forgot what they were called, and so he just remembered that it started with.
Oh, hey,
Maybe.
where am I?
Whoa.
The
I
guy that
think
was
you're right,
interviewing him
Rich.
was like, "What the
I
fuck?"
think
are you
you're
talking about?
right.
Peas? He said the
That's
peas
probably
all
what
the
happened.
time.
The
He's like,
peas.
what now? Like the interview guy, like,
Yeah,
what are you
that's
talking
weird.
about?
Poor
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, either that. Or
I want to
he's
go
trying
back
be
to
one
when
of
he
those-
brought
he's
out the
trying to be one of
pylon
those
for
guys that
Ekblad.
make it cool. What was
Oh,
that,
yeah.
Rich?
Yeah.
He brought a pylon to the game when he was in one of the private boxes, and he's
Yeah, I
fucking
remember that,
screaming. I can't remember the game. They lost in overtime or something,
Mm-hmm.
and he just went ballistic.
When Ekblad was really struggling.
Hey, there was a
Oh
rapper
man,
that showed up to one of the
did
Panthers
that?
games last
Did I
year,
see
right?
what I thought I
forget
just
which
saw
one
on the
it was.
replay in the intermission just now? I think Brent Burns speared Matthew Tkachuk.
Yeah, looks
right
like he
in
did.
the groin area. Yeah,
Oh.
and I don't know if it got called or what, but
Oh shit.
and I knew Burns and Tkachuk have been having this series-long feud, the two of them.
Oh,
In this series, he got the old "how do you do" with the stick right in the old.
That
Yeah, it looks
stems
like he gave him the straight up.
That stems back
I
to the
used to-
Calgary San Jose, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's what Tkachuk
Yeah.
does, though. He gets
Well,
under
hang
your
on
skin,
here.
and then
Oh
he's
my
back.
God! Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it does. Yeah, I
Such a
forgot
good
about
hit.
that.
That is
that's.
such a good
I
hit.
mean, Florida's doing like the greatest of everything in this playoffs. This is going to be probably one of the greatest hits of all time. It's amazing.
Look,
Like-
I know what kind of irritant Matthew Tkachuk can be. We saw the clips, and he's calling some player on Boston's wife the fucking whore. He said in the
fucking
in the
whore,
series
that-
we heard.
eight times.
I know
I
he's an
played that for
irritant.
my
I
wife.
know you want to strangle him if you're the opponent, but you've got to just like with Ben last night. You got to try to
It's
rein
kind
your
of funny.
emotion in.
Yeah.
Not
I
to-
wouldn't
played
doubt-
my wife, and she was fucking howling too. I said, "Listen, wait for it. You can hear it.
Yeah.
My
Oh, yeah.
wife's a
I-
fucking whore.
I
My wife's a
wouldn't
fucking
doubt
whore."
that Kachuk had inside that his wife actually cheated on him and
Oh,
did
me,
that.
right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
And
would not doubt that at all.
wouldn't surprise
Especially
me,
after
right?
what he did to where's your money? Where's all your money? Vander.
Yeah,
Oh,
Kane.
yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
right. But
That's
Yeah,
just
I
in
mean,
his
then people
DNA.
sport, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I think
the
it's,
guys all know
part of the
somebody,
way.
right? So if somebody's wife cheated on somebody with somebody,
Yeah.
everybody's going to know about it. It's just a
Yep.
question of whether or not you use it, right?
Yeah.
But the fact that I love the fact they kept the mic open. Like, here's a hot mic.
Mhm.
Have at her. Like after the
Yep.
first one, they should have been scrambling for the button.
I saw a
Yeah.
really cool saw a really cool interview with him where he was talking with his brother, and they're like, so our dad instilled this in us when we were growing up. You have to do two things every game that you play. You have to be competitive, number one, and number two, you have to ask yourself, what am I doing to help my team win?
Yep.
And if you're not making shots, and you're just off that day, then you're throwing really hard hits, you're
Yep.
chirping at people, you're doing all this other shit. So
Forecheck, whatever,
You know-
whatever you can do, right? Whatever you can do.
yeah, forecheck,
Sure.
forecheck, you know.
My
chirp
old man taught me.
if like
My old man
that's
taught me the same
if you have a
thing,
gift for that.
right? My old man
And
taught
I
me the
thought that was
same
pretty
thing,
cool. I was like, oh, okay.
right?
He's just trying to fucking win.
That's
So
it.
is Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually
Brady
like
does that
Brady.
same
I like
thing.
Brady a little more than I like Matthew.
I do too.
Even though I got to watch
Oh.
Matthew, I got to watch
Um,
Matthew for like 4 years here in Calgary. He's a good
Yeah.
player. He's a good
Yeah.
shit disturber.
Mhm.
But Brady, just for some reason, I just like Brady a little bit more. I think Brady's more like the old man, even though he doesn't look like him.
Right, yeah.
Matthew's
I
not
love-
only my favorite Kachuk, he's my favorite player in the league. I freaking
Yeah.
love him. Freaking
Yeah,
love him.
Brady's
I want to go
pretty
back
cool.
to Jamie Benn for a second.
Yeah.
And as a captain
Oh,
of an NHL team in the playoffs, which was more egregious, the hit, like at the beginning of the game, or the walking out on the team after the game and bypassing the whole media, which is
The
worse.
walkout.
Oh.
The
I
walkout.
thought that was a disgrace by him to not even
Very
say
good
shit to the
question.
media after
Yep.
the game too. That was pathetic.
I would say the hit. I would say the hit because if all he was going to say last night was the stupid shit he said today, then yeah, it didn't matter. So
Landon Swan, yeah, we were hear that shit last night. We just would have heard it last night instead of tonight.
You guys-
Actually, you know what, Alex? You're right.
I didn't mean to fall on his
You're actually
face.
right on that one.
yeah,
Remember-
the hit is worse
Remember,
because-
Alex, when I said I said Dallas, I just can't get behind I can't put my finger on it.
Mhm.
Now I know why. The character of that ownership, management, and everything is shit.
Yeah.
Absolute shit. They should be coming out and like that. He was told to say what he was told. I wouldn't doubt
Oh,
he was
yeah.
told to keep his mouth shut on the way out. And
Oh, I
that
have no
shows the character of that organization. It's absolute garbage. I
Oh,
couldn't
well,
put my
and-
finger on it,
and
and that
that
pretty
feels
much
that way.
was the spotlight.
But you also have to look at it this way, Perlo. He knows he's getting a hearing today. Like he knew that.
Yeah.
Like there's no doubt about it. So he's going to keep his mouth shut until today.
He only
he
got
doesn't-
2 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would have
I
been
mean,
he would have been better
kind of
off to
bullshit.
say, I didn't mean to hit him like that, and I really feel
What if he
bad
would've
for
broke his
him
fucking
and
jaw, dude?
everything. If he would have said all that shit, like I really
I
feel
don't know.
bad. It was terrible, not just for my team, but for what happened with Stone. And I'm glad he's okay. If he would have did all that, I mean, right? That's what you want to hear.
yeah, but he would have said
Yeah.
that.
Oh
if he
yeah, for
believed it,
sure.
you know?
But that's the thing, right? He knew that wasn't worth saying last night because none of us believed it. None of us believed it today. When I heard the quote today, I'm just shaking my head. And I'm like,
Yeah.
really, dude? I know what you're doing.
He got 2
You're
games,
gonna
right?
Trying to justify it, make an excuse for what he did. There's no excuse. There's no
Exactly.
justification. There's nothing that can fucking justify what he did. Nothing.
He got
So he's
2,
not
right?
there
Yeah.
for the post
He got
game
2 games.
dressing
right?
room. Yeah, 2 games.
Yeah, too.
So what is
I
that
bet
like for
you
the
if
rest
he
of the
would've did
team?
What I just said, he gets 1.
Well,
But
now
because he
you
did it the
now
way he did it, he gets 2.
That
See,
has to
now
deal
this
with the
is- this is-
media.
now you're forcing
And
your
that
teammates to
culture
deal with
and
your
the-
shit.
Dude, he's just so fucking lucky he didn't break his goddamn jaw. I mean, like that was a
Yeah.
cross check to the fucking
Thankfully,
face.
Stone was okay and actually came back into
Yeah.
the game not long after. Yep.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
It,
I
just,
like
it pissed me off too. I was about as pissed as Ian was today on his show. Honestly,
I'd much rather you
I was
pick them up
screaming a lot.
or throwing
not
punches
because
at
not even because I took the Stars, and not even because I like the Stars. Just because I was like, dude, you don't do that shit. What the fuck is this? Especially to this guy that I know who's been struggling with injuries
That's
and
a
shit.
brutal,
It really
selfish.
fucking bothered me.
That's a brutal,
Yeah.
selfish action
he's
to
a-
do to that.
he's
to
a decent-
Stone and to your own
And
team
he's
in
the
regular
captain,
season
yeah.
game in October. But when you're down
He's the
2-0
fucking
in the
captain,
conference
yeah.
finals and down a goal, and now you take yourself out of the game, that's 1,000
Yeah.
times worse. The
Well,
time.
and-
Your
and
first
What I've
game at
seen of
home in
Mark
the
Stone,
series.
he's a pretty
Yeah.
nice dude. I don't know.
And the-
Mark Stone's
Yeah.
a
I've
pretty
heard that too, and I
decent
truly
guy.
believe that. I think deep down
Yeah.
inside, off the ice, he's fine. He's probably a cool guy, good guy. It wouldn't shock me one bit. But I had
No.
to come down with the
Oh.
hammer on this. This is unacceptable
Yeah.
behavior.
yeah, no, definitely
I,
not.
I
Yeah.
was saying Mark Stone.
Yep.
Mark
Yep.
Stone. I don't know about Ben, but from what I've seen of Mark Stone's interviews, he's a pretty decent dude. And
Oh yeah, apparently
just,
Mark
uh,
Stone is
if he was
one
a
of the
real
best
shitbag,
players
I'd be like,
to have
fuck
in
yeah,
your
dude,
team.
break his jaw.
Yep.
But he's
Apparently,
not.
Mark Stone is
Well,
like he's that guy
what I've
you
seen.
want in your team, on your team, and in the room. Like he's one of
Yeah.
those good guys.
He's a
Um,
captain,
Yeah,
you know.
but like I know,
That's
like,
what I
I know
was
when he
saying.
left Ottawa, a lot
It's
of
like
people
captain
were
on
pissed
captain crime here.
because they knew what they were losing, and he's like, I don't want to be here, and I don't blame him at that point. Ottawa was a fucking mess anyway.
Yeah.
Right now they're looking pretty good. I know I think it was today I read that the bid deadline is being pushed back because there's so much shit to look through in each of the bids, right? They're looking at the debt load, they're looking at the plans going forward, right? How much is your bid? Where's the money coming from? Who's involved? So on, and so forth. So, but I was in Ottawa last September. Yeah, last September. And we actually drove past the spot, the Breton Flats. It's a really nice spot for an arena. It's right in the middle of the city. Problem with Ottawa is it's even worse than Calgary or Toronto. There's no fucking parking. The roads are shit. So that'll be an issue. But so And I know Calgary, they kind of got their shit in gear. Apparently, they're past the plan. Well, they're into the planning stage now for the arena again. Apparently, so we'll see what happens there. So
That was
it's gonna
such
be
a
interesting to see who gets this. This process is dragging on a little bit too much for my liking, but hopefully soon they give the bid out to one of those parties. There's a
I
bunch-
think Ottawa's just using it so people say Ottawa a lot. I think they're using it as a sales pitch. They know exactly who it is that they're going to. Nobody gives a shit about Ottawa. I'm sorry, nobody. Nobody gives a fuck. So if you're going to sell yourself at all, just drag this shit out. You bring in a bunch of names and say maybe, but no, maybe, but no. That's all it is.
That's a
It's
good
just
point.
a good sales pitch for.
That's a good point.
Well, but regardless of anything, it's $1 billion sale. Like these don't happen in a heartbeat, right? It's not like buying $15 of weed out of the dispensary. You're talking about a major league person, and
got a first-time person joining us right
like
now on the Betcast here. Jordan is joining us here on the Betcast. Jordan, welcome in for the first time. What's up?
Hey, afternoon, fellas, or good evening.
What's going on, Jordan?
How's it going? I'm just repping some classic ball hockey here at Senior Show. I thought I'd join up, say hi.
Nice.
Watch Sam Bennett crush people, so he's doing that again.
Yep.
Hey, I mean, did you bet his hits prop? It sounded like you wanted to, but you didn't.
No, I didn't hit that prop. I got Matthew Kachuk on 1.5, though. He's got the one. I need Nesson to just slip one more shot in and hopefully bring in some cash tonight. I'm telling you
That's
what.
good. I've got the shot prop for Steph Nason as well on Carolina.
I couldn't believe it was at 1.5. They're in a final game and they're shooting up pucks 1.5. I'll take that any day. Everybody's gonna be shooting pucks.
Well, especially too because he's been shooting the puck a lot now. He's getting more ice time. He's in the power play now. He's in the top 6 for Carolina, no doubt. How's the ball hockey gig? You enjoy it?
Oh yeah. It's a quick little cash gig, but I'll show you a little. They're just getting warmed up here, and I'll be going here shortly. So I'm gonna have to chime off here, and I'll hopefully catch you guys in a little bit, about 40 minutes.
Sounds
or so.
good. You make sure nobody does a Brent Burns to somebody like he did just now on Matthew Kachuk.
These guys are Leafs fans. I'll tell you what. Every call is just penalty. That's a penalty. Oh, that's a penalty. But
Learned behavior, right?
I'll see ya. Have a good night.
All right, good. Thanks for checking in. See you later.
I'll hopefully be back.
All right, good stuff.
Sounds good. Enjoy.
There he is.
Put one in the box for me, eh?
There he is. That's Jordan Schistel there joining us there from ball hockey refereeing gig that he's doing tonight. There you go. He's actually been watching the show for a while, and he says he's been wanting to be on the Betcast for a few times, never could, but he said, there you go, I'm finally showing up. So even if it is for just a couple minutes.
I tried that shit. I couldn't fucking deal with the running. I'm like, at least on ice you get to glide, fucking whatever. But ball hockey, no way, man.
I was a goalie, and I didn't realize I didn't know how ball hockey is huge in Canada, but here in the States it's kind of it's way more recreational. But I played in a league where there were guys who were there was the cross training for playing lacrosse. So I was in an over 30 league, and I'm 18. They just needed a goalie because their team sucked. And I was getting lit up, facing 50 shots. I was that was an insane experience, 7 weeks in the summer of 2007. So, yeah, it was pretty fun.
Oh, they take no prisoners in some of these ball hockey leagues up here. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Tooth for a tooth, eye for an eye. You better be ready for war. Yeah.
And that thing leaves welts. Believe it. That ball will leave some welts.
Right, it does.
And they're not worried about whether it catches you in the teeth when it's a ball.
No, yeah.
Although I will say, I've had a ball hockey hit me, right? The orange hockey ball. You take an Indian rubber ball in lacrosse, nothing fucking wakes you up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I've been hit with pucks all my life, and pucks are nothing compared to an Indian rubber ball. Fuck me.
There's no give in that thing. That's for sure.
No, fuck no.
No.
And if you've got guys that know how to shoot it, right? That you get the fuck out of the way because you're just risking your life some days.
Right.
Because I know it was big in my hometown. We had 3 championship teams, I think, in about 5 years. Same group of kids, right, growing up, and they just championship after championship after championship. But holy fuck, man! Wow, yeah.
We've been trying to actually. By the way, it was one of our previous guests that he was on with us during the regular season this year. He was on one of our Saturday shows, Brett Pepler, He's from Florida. He was on with us, I think, midway through the season.
Yeah.
We were trying to get him back during the playoffs, but he's been busy. But he's been going to these Panthers games here in the playoffs. So we need to get a little status update from him about how things are going in the area there in Florida. But obviously, he's been going to some of these games. By the way, the second period is just about to get underway. Is anyone here on the Betcast stream right now and getting involved in something betting-wise to start the period?
I still got I got Hurricanes next goal minus 105. No, minus 110.
I'm a little concerned about it now. It's like,
and that's one of those momentum things. They got the first goal, and big time life into the team, and we'll see if they build on it. And they did have some good shifts actually after they made it 2-1. So it'll be interesting now if Carolina's got another big push in them here now that they're back to within 1 to start the second.
I got one for you.
I just
under 1.5 second period. I don't think there's going to be a lot of goals in this.
It could settle down. The only concern is Carolina's got to keep pushing forward, but I don't know if we're going to get the finish. The offensive finish we got.
Comes back.
I just grabbed Florida to score the next goal at minus 105.
Oh, there we go. We got a guaranteed winner right here on the Betcast. Florida for Goose and Carolina for Alex for the next goal.
We're not going to stay late enough to make our money back for Massey coming in here. Twilight.
It's a good first shift for Florida, that's for sure. They've got Carolina running around a little bit.
Yeah, you got to think Florida's going to start off hot for sure. Keep that momentum going, but I don't know. They don't have the same juice behind it like they have.
Actually, yeah. And I'm also taking Carolina Hurricanes for under 05 at plus 115 for the period. I don't think they're going to score a goal.
You don't think they're going to score a goal? Wow.
No, I think Bob's going to shut them down.
Uh-oh.
Well, that makes my mind.
Then would you just take Florida 1-0 correct score second period?
Oh, gigantic stop, Freddie Anderson.
No, because I'm actually thinking if Florida can get 1, I think they're going to get more.
Oh, okay.
I think this is the period they put it on.
Okay,
right? I think this is the one where they're gonna make the push. If they can get 1 or 2, then they can shut them down because then that's a 4-1 score, right? Then you should be able to control them for the third period. So, because fucking look at that, Verhaeghe walked right up.
Under 1.5 is minus 115. I thought I would get a better deal on that. Minus 115.
Yeah, I know, right? Because like right now, all I see is Carolina on their heels, and Florida's just controlling everything.
Yeah,
that was an enormous save.
That was a
timely save for Freddie Anderson just now.
Oh, and I see. I just had an alert come through my phone. Slavin's done. He's not coming back for the rest of the game.
I knew that was going to be the case. The moment you saw his head hit the boards like that off that hit, you knew it was concussion night. His night's finished. Right away, you knew it. JR, by the way, who's you can't see him on the screen, but he's in our studio here, and he's just taking everything in and listening and watching the Betcast here. He just put in our chat here that we have in the Betcast, Canes money line live play. There you go.
Yep.
So JR plus 220 here with the Carolina money line.
Oh, that's a good bet. Jeez, that would have been better than the Canes to score next.
Taking a shot here that Carolina back in some life now that they got that goal, and see if they can build on it here. They got to pick up in the O-zone.
Ooh, plus 225. Yeah. Okay.
Actually, what the heck? Would be a great.
That might be a good. That's a good grab, just in case.
Like, I shit you not, Matthew Tkachuk is chewing his mouthpiece constantly, even as the play is going on.
Oh, yeah, that's all he does.
He's doing it.
He's never wore that fucking thing a day in his life.
Yeah.
Again, you're not getting the I think a draw would be a great bet, but I don't like the price they're giving right now.
No, it's shit. I'm looking at plus 245, which is nowhere.
That's not great. I have plus 330 on it pregame. Yep.
Yeah. And the best I could find pregame on the two that I'm looking at was plus 260, and I won't touch it.
How is the draw that low when the team is up like that?
Right.
It's because they feel it's that tight game. It's tough to gain separation, and they don't want to expose the draw to too big of a price. They don't want the liability. That's why. Yep.
And did anybody catch any part of that Jays game last night? Not tonight's game, but last night's game.
Yeah, that was insane.
I just,
20 runs and 27 hits. Yeah. Oh, we got
there
a
we
goal,
go.
Carolina.
We got it.
James
Carolina.
stopped her.
Carolina to score. There we go.
Teuvo Teravainen, welcome to the Stanley Cup. Welcome back. His first impact. It was just a scramble for a loose puck. Florida couldn't find it. Teravainen did. And I don't know if Bobrovsky saw the thing completely. Let's see. Through traffic. There it is, middle of the ice, and just a great. No, Florida couldn't get to it, and just a great finish. Finally, the middle. What did I say? The middle of the ice, right in front of the blue paint. They've got to get there, Carolina, and they finally did. And this game is tied.
All right.
Bob overplayed it. That's for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, Bob,
Actually, Teravainen got it. Go ahead, Perlo.
I was just saying, Bob isn't having the greatest night so far.
Doesn't seem to be, right?
Yeah, he's gone from being phenomenal, outstanding, and absolutely incredible to just great or good.
Yeah.
Going back to being Bob. What about Bob? I was going to say Teravainen got away with the slash tonight, in the net. He knocked the defenseman's stick out of his hand, so he got away with one. But
we go back with Florida next goal.
Yeah, let's see how they respond first. I want to see.
No, I think Carolina scores the next one again.
Well, they just turned. Florida just turned it over, but no, Carolina couldn't do anything with it.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So
there's no doubt. MO is on the Keniac side right now. No doubt. Yeah.
I should have been. Well, it's good we got that next goal, but that was a great bet. Who was it that bet that? Because with Slavin being injured early, Brindamore is going to be all about playing for Slave, right?
Yeah.
Win one for the well. It's not win one. That's part of it. They should be wanting to win one for themselves and the team.
Yeah, right.
Stay alive.
I don't know, but sometimes it's when it gets personal. It's just a little deeper.
Like they've taken out our best defenseman by far. We can't let them get away with that and win this game.
It's sort of like, do you want to lose this now? Like Slavin probably feels bad. He can't come back already. We can't lose this one now. He's going to feel like shit. All that kind of stuff like that. He would say it better than I would, but
well, again, Brent Burns is one of the reasons you keep fighting if you're Carolina. This guy's never won a cup. He's been so close to it. Over the years, and that's what I want to see out of Dallas tomorrow night. Even though their route back is almost
I don't
impossible.
see it. I'm all over it.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
That'll be a 5%er for me. If anybody,
here we go, 2-on-1.
Vegas
2-on-1.
That's wow, good save, Andy Anderson there on the 2-on-1, shutting down Duclair. He's made a couple nice saves in this period, tough saves. Anderson to keep Florida at 2.
Yeah, and you can make the same argument for Anderson that you do for Burns, right? Freddie's never won a cup. He's come close-ish a couple times, but right. Even last year he was injured, so he wasn't even in the playoff run
with Carolina, with Toronto. Yep. There's even 1 year Anaheim got, I think, to the first or second round with him.
Yeah, I think it was second round with Anaheim because it was the year after he ended up in Toronto.
Yep.
Right, but I think they knew something at the time. It's like,
was he the goalie when the Hawks played them in the conference final?
I think that's very possible.
That might be right. You might be right on that one.
It was long enough ago that.
Oh fuck yeah! It was what 2012, 2015.
Yeah, he would have still been, I think, with the.
Freddie Anderson played all 7 games. Yeah. Okay, so
right, but that was why he ended up in Toronto. That's why Toronto gave him fucking that contract.
Yep. Right. Yep.
Right, because he
kept him in that series. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And just when you think Bobrovsky looks vulnerable a bit tonight, oh my gosh, what a save he just made there. I don't know how he kept that out.
Look at this shit in front of the net. Holy fuck.
And you could see Brindamore on the bench. They showed him right after that whistle went. It's like, come on, boys, keep pushing.
Yeah.
Our forecheck is finally working a little bit. They're getting to that inside position finally. Like to that traffic area, that blue paint, that slot area right in front there. And Bobrovsky, what a save he made because he didn't get the initial rebound, and then he made the save on the second chance. What a stop. Oh,
Jesus. Oh, Christ.
What a save he made there. Bobrovsky, just when you think he's teetering a little bit, look what he does there.
Call me crazy, but if Carolina wins this, I think I'm going to put a sliver on Carolina to win the series. Call me crazy.
It's not a bad look.
Well,
it's not,
because
right?
my original, I think I passed it out to some of you guys that I said that Florida was going to waste a lot of energy early, but actually they didn't. They actually didn't do what I thought totally they would do. But they were going to waste a lot of energy early, doing things that Florida does, trying to get them off their game, and that Carolina would come back after. Now, I didn't think it was going to go down 3-0, but if they win one more, Florida's game, that offensive pressure game, I just can't imagine that they can keep this up. Like, they play a type of game that just beats the crap out of you.
Florida,
They
you mean?
exert a lot of energy to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you exert a lot of energy to play the way Florida plays.
Yeah. All you have to do is watch how Radko Gudas got back on that one chance that Carolina had. He just put his head down and right back down the ice. Yeah.
JR's up with Kane's money line.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, you haven't won it yet, but I'll tell you what, right now the live line is -115 and you have +220 on it. So
actually, I grabbed right after he came up with the Kane's money line, I went and looked. It was +225. I went, fuck it. Why not?
Yep.
Well,
Right.
the first period there, I was saying Kane's, what was it, +210 or something like that, and I didn't play it. But
Yeah. Right. +225. Fuck, I'll leverage a bet on that. That one comes in, it balances me out for everything that I put onto Florida.
yeah,
Either way, I'm basically okay. So, but I do need a couple. I could use a couple goals from guys that I got for goal scorers. That'd be nice.
Yep.
Actually,
I don't know. I just got a gut. If there was a team that can come back from 0-3, the Hurricanes are that type of team.
Carolina's a very, very, very good hockey team. We know that. They've been that for years.
Yeah.
I just don't
And
know
not
if
only
you can
that-
bully Bob and this Florida team 4 times in a row. I could see them maybe getting 1, even 2, but 4?
Burns was on that team that was up 0-3 and lost
Yep.
to LA.
Yep. San
Right.
Jose team. Yep.
Yeah.
I know the Kings still talk about that to this day. The Kings players that were on that team. Yep.
That was in the
With
second
Daryl
round,
Sutter.
though, wasn't it? That was in the second round, though.
Yep.
That's
It's never happened in the third round.
And it's
Yeah.
never happened in the Western Finals.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
the thing. People were saying to me after the show, and I said, no teams come back from a 3-0 series deficit in the NHL Conference Finals. They thought I was fibbing or I was incorrect. I am correct. It's the first and the second round where we've seen someone come back from a 3-0 deficit before. Boston Philly was a first round series. San Jose LA was a second round series when it happened, but it's never happened in this round. So it is correct. 46-0 teams up 3-0 in a conference finals. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
But there's always a first for everything.
I don't know. I just got this feeling
Yeah.
that once they start cracking Bobrovsky a little bit, I mean, he's played a shit ton of hockey too.
And he's
up
faced a
until-
lot of shots. A lot of
Yeah.
shots. Does he wear down a little bit at some point, playing every other
Yeah.
day? Yeah.
But
That's
that's
why
the
if you're
thing.
Florida, don't screw
No.
around. You try to get this over as
No,
quickly as
you-
possible. Yep.
Yeah,
You
you
want
want
to,
to get back
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
If you're Florida,
they
you
start
definitely
Scrambling
right
a little
now,
bit
you-
now. You can tell. Yep.
If they start fading physically, though, and then you add the pressure of, it
Oh my
starts to
gosh,
get
we have
in your
another
head
injury
about
for
that.
Carolina. Someone took a puck. Is that Burns?
Oh no,
Uh-oh.
Or no, Natchez.
Oh,
And he's
shit.
down.
Well, that might end it right there. If Nietzsche is gone, forget about it. Just forget about what
Oh,
I just
boy.
said. Because
that looks.
he
that
looks
looks
like
knee.
he's got a freaking concussion.
Looks like his no. It looks like a knee or a hip.
What happened
Oh,
here?
knee.
Rob
Oh,
Rittenmore's
it's a
not
knee.
happy. Did he have contact with a Florida player?
Did he
Let's
catch
see.
it in the nads? He almost looks like
Oh,
he
no,
caught.
it's just
No,
a-
It was a
Don't
shot
play
from
it, shot.
Burns.
Yeah.
He got
Friendly
hit in the
fire.
ankle.
Friendly fire. Yep.
The shot from
Oh,
Burns.
right in behind the knee. Oh,
That's a bad
no.
spot he took it
Yep.
in too. Oh, unprotected.
Hurt like a son of a
boy.
bitch.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you can't
It's a
walk on it.
stinger.
No way.
Well,
That
I've taken enough
Rob
of the
Brindamore, look at his face. I was like, you got to be shitting me. This is happening. We've already lost Slavin on the blue line. We've lost a top 6 forward maybe now in Natchez.
Right there.
Svechnikov.
that look on his face.
That's
That look on
already,
his
yep.
face was like, what the fuck is going on to us here? Right?
They're
Like
down a forward and a D now.
and he knew they had momentum. He's like, uh-oh, like this.
So they're
this
playing
could
with
be-
11 and 5 now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get out your upside down, backwards rally caps.
Yeah.
Forget about my pizza money on the Hurricanes if they win this game.
This is really
Oh,
now
come on,
dig in time.
It's
for
been barely
Carolina.
2 minutes since the guy went down. Give them some fucking credit. Come on now.
I mean, he's not putting weight on it though. That's the
No,
thing.
he won't be. No, if he's back for the third, maybe. But you know what I mean. Like this again. Like this is something like this could actually have the best effect on Carolina.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. We all
For
got to
this
pull together.
game,
All right.
yeah.
Everybody's got to do their job. Right. Bum 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 bum. So.
For this game.
But
yeah.
if you're
okay,
but if you're
I'm going to
Florida-
do. This would be a good time for a live goal prop, I think, because with Nietzsche being out, somebody like Martinook or something like that would probably be a good call.
You'd almost think actually I should go into Bet365 here and see what I got in there.
Yeah, I'm going to do that too.
That's the only one where I can do an in-game.
No.
Yeah, Bet365 I think is the only one, isn't it?
Yeah, I hit last round. I think I hit 4 or 5 score 2 or more goals or score 3 or more goals. Actually, Edmonton made me a lot of money last round. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
But at least there you can go, okay, well, if, for instance, Kotkaniemi has 1, okay, well, I might take him as a 2 or more goal scorer across the night and see if that one will hit.
Are they not giving it?
They should be. So hang on. Go into the in play and then choose the game. Yeah, it's there. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's blacked out right now. So they're usually they're recalculating or redoing something. So give it about a minute, Perlo, and it should pop back.
Because you got Nietzsche's coming. If Nietzsche's is out, let me take a look here.
Oh, there we go. It just popped up. So Paul Stastny, for instance, to score 2 or more, he's still plus 550. Teravainen's plus 800.
And look at Martinook.
Martinook is
had that
that's
great
what I
chance,
was saying,
yeah.
Martinook. Yeah.
Martinook is where is he? I don't see him. Oh, there he is. Plus 12,500. So plus 1. So it'd be Jesus, really? Hang on here.
1250.
Yeah, there we go. Actually, no, Martinook, if I put $1 on him at plus 12,500, it pays back $125 for $1 for him to score one more fucking goal. Because he's already got one, does he not?
Assist.
Yes,
Martinook's
he does.
already-
Yeah, Teravainen got
No,
the
he doesn't. Yeah, Teravainen and Stastny. Kachuk, you could look at Kachuk for 2 or more goals.
Oh my gosh! What?
there we go.
Sorry.
Oh, forget about it.
What a beautiful
2 or more.
play.
Rich.
Ryan Lomberg finishes a gorgeous 3-way passing play by the Florida Panthers, and it's 3-2 Florida.
Should have bet that Florida next to score. I didn't.
You were thinking of it, yeah. I mean, Alex is just his knack for these fucking next goal, man. It's just,
What was the first thing you said?
Yeah.
that
After
like, everyone's
the
got a betting
cash.
sweet spot. That's his betting sweet spot with live betting, especially. Yeah. Next goal. What a beautiful passing play. That's a gorgeous bit of passing right there. White with a feed there to long. If he shoots that puck,
got it.
Anderson probably stops it, but he finds Lomberg. Outstanding.
Stahl. Fucking Stahl.
See,
He can go
Lomberg,
away.
that's why you need a Lomberg on your team this time
Yeah.
of year. I mean, obviously, he doesn't give you a lot
Yep.
offensively in the season, but see where you scored that goal right there in the blue paint, right there at the side of the net, right there where you need to be. You win like that.
Dirty.
30 goals.
So let's see here. Nothing so far.
They all look good
And
on
now
the
it's danger time for Carolina. Okay,
Oh,
Slavin's
yeah.
already
Okay.
out. So now Nate just takes a friendly fire shot from his own teammate in a bad spot, and we wonder if he's going to be back now. They're down a forward, they're down a defenseman, and they just gave up a goal. Danger time for Carolina. They need to tighten up right now and take a breath and exhale.
I think Florida comes right back. I'm going minus 109. Florida score next goal.
There you go. Momentum. Yep. And Carolina again scrambling and down a D and down a forward, at least for the time. Like Slavin's not coming back. Nate just still might, but even then it's like he wasn't putting any weight on that thing.
No, I'm getting plus 100 on Florida to score the next goal. I'm going to hop on
I don't
that.
argue with that. I mean, the huge momentum now. Yep.
Yeah, I hopped on that.
Yep.
And we're right at the halfway mark of the game.
And then plus I'm diving into the 365 and I'm taking Kachuk to score 2 or more. I'm getting plus 450 there. Actually, sorry, plus 400. One done. I'll take that one.
All right. So Alex is on Florida next goal, and I think Goose is joining him. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I took Florida next goal, and I also grabbed Kachuk for 2 or more goals in the game. So all I need is one more out of him. So if he pots the next one, I'm laughing.
And yeah, he's an empty net candidate if Carolina's down in the third period, and they'll pull that goalie earlier
sure.
if they're down. Yep.
And actually, if I'm feeling lucky to score 3 or more in the game, I bet 365 Matthew Kachuk is plus 4,000.
Yeah.
So we would pay back for $40 on a $1 bet.
See, big goals like that goal that Florida just scored, you at least want them to be goals that are not, totally broken play or lucky and bad bounce or something like that. That was a gorgeous play. I love seeing that. It warms my heart when I see a goal like that in a big moment in the game. Not some cheap fucking, dirt ball goal off someone's keister or something. Yeah.
Gotta get a beer. Be right back.
Oh. I was
it's tough
looking
when you're
for
shutting down their top lines.
Yeah.
And then you get a fourth liner.
Yeah, that was good. That was a anti Jamie Benn goal. Unselfish, right there by the Florida Panthers.
Yeah.
I can't stop. I mean, we're just doing what Jamie Benn's like the pinata, and we're just the stick whacking the thing. That's the way it's been today. Yeah.
There you
By
go.
the way-
There's even one for you, Alex. A nice old Milwaukee.
There you go.
Nice.
I had the gut reaction though when that live, and boy, looking back on it, it's a great bet now over 5.5 plus 110 when it was scoreless with 8 minutes or 9 minutes into the first
That would have been
period.
a good grab.
I'm getting that sense the way it started that you're going to see some goals happen here, and sure enough, actually, you know what? I think it was 1-0 already for Florida when I bet that over 5.5 plus 110. I think it was already 1-0 Florida, and I'm like, now it's got to open up because Carolina's down and no tomorrow. Sure enough, we are barring, and I thought Florida-Toronto over in game 1 of the second round was a bad beat. If this somehow stays under 5.5 now with what the score is now,
that'd be awful.
that's the all-time playoff bad beat for a total. It's got to be. Yeah.
It's funny. It came at the right time. I just got a meme sent to me from a buddy that says, "There's trash on the ice in Dallas. Also, fans are throwing garbage."
That's funny.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I thought.
Not bad. I say, I mean, it's like it's a roast. It's like a HBO Comedy Central roast on Twitter the last 24 hours. Hockey Twitter for Jamie Benn.
Jamie Benn's never going to live that one down. Like, you know what? Okay, I wanted to mention that because I wasn't as angry as you were about what he did. I didn't really get angry until I heard what I heard today.
Right.
That's when I really got angry. That was ridiculous. Like even him leaving in the third, or leaving at the end of the game. Okay, that sucks. But what he said today was just.
It'd be interesting to see what happens around draft time if they get some kind of call for some kind of package and we see him get moved.
Who's that?
Yeah, who's going to take that contract? Though? Nobody's going to take that contract.
I'm just saying, trade one back. It'll be for another bad contract.
Maybe, yeah.
I think we're gonna see a lot of bad contracts swap around. That's why I think we see Jordan Bennington get moved somewhere with that bad contract. It's so funny because I thought, and Ian, you remember me saying this on the show during the season. I thought we were going to see Bobrovsky and Bennington switch places.
Yep.
Because I thought Florida would have been out of it already. I actually thought Florida was going to be in the playoffs, and I thought that would be the trade talk. Those two bad contracts getting moved for one another. But
you could see a three-way trade. And Bennington ends up somewhere where it needs needs a goaltender, something like that. I'm pretty sure Ben has an ironclad NTC though, doesn't he? Like that contract is absolutely brutal.
Maybe, I don't know. It's a brutal contract, $9.5 million.
Yeah. Here's one for you, just for you, Perlo. You could see Vejmelka end up in Carolina possibly because both Freddie and both Freddie and what's his nuts, their contracts run out this year.
Yeah, that would be something in
Ranta.
Yeah, Ranta. Yeah, thank you.
But then that would be Kochetkov and Vejmelka,
right?
Yep.
I mean, a great tandem, but
yeah,
Kochetkov's the better of the two in that team.
But is he though?
Yeah,
you think?
I think so.
Like, do you think he's ready for a 1A shot?
Oh,
definitely. Just as you said that, I'm like, where is the president of the Vejmelka club there, Perlo? Where is he?
We lost him.
Disappeared on us for a second there. Yeah.
Burns trying to ruin the money. Poor old JR. Well, I'm still curious to see. I'll be honest. I don't know whether or not Toronto's going to be able to keep. Oh fuck! What's his name? Because my mind's blank right now. The Russian kid.
Samsonov?
Yeah, I don't. I think he's going to get. I think he's going to get too big an offer for them to be able to say yes and sign him.
Probably.
Well, he's got one.
In their cap situation, it won't take much for some team to out.
Toronto's got 8 free agents, UFAs, and they have 20 mil in cap space.
Yep.
When that happens.
For this fucking team to be looking for a new GM with everything that's got to get done.
Yeah.
And when's the draft? Like a month?
Yeah.
No, not even. Isn't it a couple weeks?
It's going to be end of June. It's 4 weeks away.
Yeah.
It's around 4 weeks,
like
final week of June.
Yeah.
This is all-time reality TV. Like you could just show like each day because the pressure and the dominoes, how things are going to fall. Like it's an insane position to walk into.
It is.
Maybe Dubas knew like, oh, this is like Mission Impossible. Get me out of here.
Leafs of our lives, the Leafs and the hopeless. Yep. Oh, it's just it's
after Ottinger had, after Ottinger's kind of struggled in the series, I sent Alex Vejmelka to Dallas. You gave me a meme, dude. And did you cancel the meme?
No. I don't know why it wouldn't pop up on because it happened with my phone too, originally. So yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Vejmelka to Dallas. No.
Oh shit! Oh, he just got a piece of it with his glove, Bobrovsky, and then it flipped over the net. Oh my gosh, that close for Carolina. Oh.
First, let's
my under 1.5 second period didn't. It's a good thing I didn't put it in.
Yeah.
Come here. Ready? Hey.
Oh,
say hi to the boys. Say hi, boys.
Anyways,
Hey.
this is the last thing. No, it isn't. But okay.
Come on, buddy. Where you go?
What was the bet, Alex, about the T-shirts and stuff? If Vejmelka gets minus 0.920 next year, right?
Yeah.
He's got to get 0.920.
Yeah. He had to have a save percentage above 920.
Yeah, the thing is, he'll get traded to Carolina, and because it's Carolina, you still can't say he's elite, even if he gets to 0.920.
He wouldn't be the top goaltender in Carolina's organization if he got moved. It would be Kochetkov.
Yeah, he would be.
No,
what do you mean?
Kochetkov's a better goaltender.
No. Maybe eventually, but not now. No.
That's what I say.
Once he gets a full year in the NHL, he's going to be a star quickly.
I agree. I agree with you there. No doubt about that. I agree with you. I'm not.
Him, Dustin Wolf, and Jesper Wallstedt. Those are 3 guys. As soon as they get
Dustin
in the league,
Wolf,
they're going to be hot immediately.
I like Dustin. You're talking about the next Saros. If you're thinking Dustin Wolf is going to be elite, though, he's got to be the next Saros.
No, he's gonna be better than Saros.
Oh, really?
I get the size comparison. Yeah, he's undersized.
His ceiling compared to Saros is way better based on his numbers.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think he could be Saros. We don't know yet. It could be
Yeah, but
Smith.
Saros has been
He's still a kid. He chewed up the AHL. Like
Wolf can't be better than him. To be honest,
Wolf will be a top 10 goaltender in this league very quickly.
Saros is way better than him.
So Saros this year. Oh, just a second, Perlo. I mean, Saros this year had a great year. I'll give him that. A really
last year too. Preds don't make the playoffs even
last year he had a bad
without
start.
Saros.
He didn't have a great start to finish last year.
But he's the reason why they made the playoffs. Like they're not making the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
I like Saros, but let's not act like he's been in the top 5 goalie.
His numbers are inflated the same way Pekka Rinne's numbers were inflated for so many years because he had to play so many minutes, and he always looked good, even when he didn't look good.
His expected goals against was insane. Has always been. Has been right up there with everybody for a long time, and I still view that as the main stat. The reason why I think somebody's elite.
And Pekka Rinne, if he had gotten moved somewhere else, he would have won a cup.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. For sure. No doubt about that.
I'll tell you, though, the hearing Conroy talk and then listening to the radio and hearing, like, everybody's happy that Conroy got the job. That seems to be an upswing. But how they want to bring Gallant in as a coach is beyond me.
Well, that tells you everything you need to know about Conroy.
No, they have a plan, Goose. You don't get it.
They didn't do a damn good.
Light a spark, get him to the conference finals, and then next year just barely get in, and then things fall apart, and he's fired. They have a 2-year plan in place.
They're going to make the playoffs and be out in the first round. They're going to let Huberdeau do whatever the fuck he wants, and he's going to get 100 points just like in Florida, and he'll be out in the first round again.
Look,
Conroy is terrible.
Okay,
I
do, but this is now too much of a coincidence now that Florida, Vegas, and now New York here with just all of a sudden it flames out so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, he's got his track record. Like that's why I say, like, why would you want to bring him in?
Yeah,
like there's
you want
no
to coach for 2 years, then he's your guy. Yeah, there you go.
Well, not even right. I put him in the same
maybe 2 years.
I was about to say at least Well, maybe they can do what they should have done with Sutter and make this a 2-year thing. We're bringing him in, but it's temporary. Yeah, and he's helping to build something, not be the guy.
I honestly think they're gonna promote up. I think they'll take the coach off the AHL team, Mitch Love, promote him up. Right, that would be the smart thing because
that's the way to do it. Yeah, I agree.
Right, they've already said they're going to have at least 5 spots open for the young kids. So Wolf, Peltier, Coronado. I can't remember the other 2, but so why not bring Love up?
So wait, is Vladar's gone for? He's a UFA.
No, he's signed, but he's got 2 more years at like 2.3. He's great trade bait. He's fantastic trade bait. Mm-hmm. Right, so you trade him, you get back, a left winger, or right winger. Right winger seems to be kind of the consensus.
Yeah,
I don't think you're going to get that much back from Vladar.
Oh, you kidding?
A player and a pick, for that contract
for a 1B. That's.
I'd love the Hawks. I'd love the Hawks to try to go for him.
Right.
If they do get that much back for Vladar, they did really well. But I think they're going to ride with Wolf next year for sure.
But don't forget, Perlo, Vladar's only 26, 27 maybe.
I want to say 28.
We'll but you got him under control. There's Lando.
There he is.
And they've got him under control for 2 more years at 2.3. Like that's great cost certainty for a 1B.
Goaltenders don't get that much of a return though. Like I don't think you're getting that much.
But they do from a team that needs another goalie, right? That's the thing.
A backup? He's a backup.
Jesus, dude, he was 11. He was 12-3 or 12-5 and something last year.
Vladar would be a number one. No question.
That goalie right to the end of the earth. We figured that
he would be a number one, no question in Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's the thing. So that's a team that would make that move.
Yeah, he would be a number one in Chicago, no doubt about that. But you're still not giving up a roster player and a
Perlo defends his goalies so much.
I'm sorry, he's
vociferously.
25. You're right. He's a little younger.
He's spilling blood and guts from the Akira Schmid defense.
Oh, yeah.
Just because you guys were stupid enough to spend $5 million a year on fucking Campbell.
Oh, that was who guys? Who guys?
I get one, man. I get one.
The team that I root for, not me.
Just out there.
That was ridiculous. I lost my shit when they gave him that kind of money. I couldn't believe it.
By the way,
They
won.
won.
Penalty Florida
I
power play
danced.
right now.
I danced and was happy as a pig and shit because I'm like, there's no way you can't pay. He's not worth $5 million. Like he just wasn't.
No.
You knew he was going to get overpaid. I just didn't think it would be Edmonton, to be honest with you.
Oh, I'm not. I mean, I'm not surprised because
I am.
Holland special.
Like that all
Yeah,
the time.
right. There's a Kenny Holland special.
They gave Nurse $9 million. I mean, come on. Could
Yeah,
you be
but
surprised
after that playoff run he had playing fucking 30 minutes a night, he looked like Superman for fuck's sakes. How could you not pay him?
No, his underlying stats were always ass. Terrible.
Well,
They
I
played him
realize
way
that,
too
but
much. They played him way too much. He's never been good defensively.
Keeps in our
What are we
chat
giving
as
you
we welcome in
condolences for, Lando?
Landon here. Condolences.
Landon.
Well, the series isn't over yet.
Yeah, that's right. It ain't over, but I appreciate it. Definitely was a rough night. Took a little bit to come on the Betcast, honestly. I've already thrown out every piece of green clothing in my house, so going shit. Go Canes, baby.
Talk about it. I mean,
We've already
Ben just can't
died
make
every
that kind of
piece.
play. Puts his team behind the 8 ball. Worst start ever. Jake Ottinger didn't play great either. This is about as bad as you could ask him to play, in a big game like that. And he gets pulled for Wedgwood. The penalty was just the worst thing possible. And then not saying shit to the media was just gasoline.
Ultimate punk
The
out
fans
move,
lose
right?
their minds in the second period. They're throwing shit on the ice and they throw
Exactly.
popcorn.
No accountability up and down in the rink and in the seats. I almost considered buying tickets. I'm glad I didn't take my family to that shit show.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
Look, this is not me anti-Stars or fan base or anti-Dallas or anti-Texas. I'm coming down on any fan base that throws shit on the ice like that. That's a bad look.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Besides Nashville, catfish are permitted apparently. So
The Edmonton Oilers do that. Just
Detroit with the octopus, right? And the Rats in Florida, but at least they wait till the end of the game before they start throwing shit.
That's great.
Right?
Even a couple Leaf fans when that goal that was overturned in the Florida series, a couple of them threw shit on the ice. Everybody does it when they're angry. And they're
I had to come back and interject. First of all, fuck Detroit with that octopus bullshit. Secondly, Nashville trying to copy that is just even more ridiculous. So you shouldn't throw anything on the ice. Caps for a hat trick. That's the only thing you should ever throw on the ice.
Hey, Lando.
and teddy bears at the
teddy bears,
ECHL game
Right,
for the
I
kids.
totally agree. I totally agree with you. Any organization that supports people throwing things on the ice, that's fucking ridiculous.
Well, none of them.
I want to know the guy that sneaks the octopus in. Who's riding with that guy? Hey, put it in your pants, Bob. Let's go.
Right? The question is, how much are you enjoying the octopus? That's what I want to know.
Some people pay good money for that, Goose.
Aiden Hill is so in the zone. He was asked about getting hit with popcorn, and he said, "Yeah, everything was hitting me tonight. Didn't bother him at all."
They walked right through it. They're on their way to a movie. They already got their popcorn, I mean, the thing is, some nights you're the hammer, and some nights you're the nail. I get it. And you're going to be on both sides of it. Stars equally distribute that. But it's in that fashion where you're basically driving your own nail into the coffin. I mean, it's a horrendous way to start the first period. And I had to beg my wife and kid to keep the game on. So I'm like, no, we need these shot props. We're looking for some overs here. Daddy's got a big one on the line. No, but in all honesty, it was really disappointing because after the last game and hearing how much everybody, I was definitely one of the squares lining up to be a star. But it is what it is. It's hockey, boys, right?
Yeah.
Well, but when it's your team and you're down 2-0, you always expect them to come out and do something.
Right. Especially at home, respond.
Right? Where's your pride?
Especially coming home.
Yeah, exactly. So, Lando, what's a ticket worth in Dallas these days?
So glad you could ask because I was looking into that. So top of the bowl was like $300.
Oh shit! Wow.
U.S. dollars, Goose, not those Canadian simoleons. I'm talking U.S. dollars.
Wow.
Don't slag the monopoly money, motherfucker. Come on now.
I like it. You got some pretty colors, okay? I like
But all it
it.
is, it ain't worth shit. $80.
We're not going to default on any shit, so I can tell you that.
Let's get through this
Touche.
3-2 so we can all put over 2.5.
Stick the Canadian dollar up my asshole. That's about what it's worth right now.
And we're just as fucked as you guys if you do. So there's no like we're not applauding it
together. But no,
What
honestly,
a stop at the buzzer by Bobrovsky right at the end of the period, just as the clock was just before zeros on the clock. What a stop.
Carolina under 0.5. That'll pay off. Thank you very much.
Like that would have counted too. I think that would have been in before time expired if he doesn't make that save.
It was, yeah, it would have been. Yeah.
I mean, Carolina, they're not going quietly. They are not, as you'd expect.
Right.
Did anybody take a look at the top 50 free agent list? So Chris Johnson from Hockey Now or whatever the fuck it was, he does his top 50 free agent list, right? And what they got paid, maybe kind of a ballpark of what they're gonna get paid. The number for Kane is out the window. Like how can you pay? I think it was 5+ is kind of for Kane. Like for
Patrick Kane?
Yeah. No, sorry, Patrick Kane.
$5 million?
5 million. How do you pay him? How do you pay him 5 after?
Yeah, no way.
I can see that.
Legacy.
No way.
Yeah.
Somebody will do it, but nobody should.
No, exactly. Somebody will.
5 would be the absolute highest, though.
Yeah,
where, I mean,
right?
Yeah, like I can see him signing with somebody for $3.5 million, because like Taves is probably going to get no more than $1 million.
No, exactly. No.
So I'd say Kane's going rate is 5. Absolutely, he's still a top 6 forward.
Do you think Kane will come back to Chicago?
It's possible. I know he
I don't even want.
hadn't really molded at first, but it's possible.
The worst defensive top 6 forward in the league. No, I'm not paying him even close to that money.
But you're not paying him for his defense. You're paying him to play with
You-
the
goals.
We're in the NA. This is 2023 now. If you're not
I
playing
know.
defense, you don't
I know,
belong in the
Perlo,
league. I
but
don't
you
care
know
who
as
you
well
are.
as I do, guys get paid for what they do.
Oh, I agree with you. Somebody's going to pay them, but they're
Right.
ridiculous to do so as well.
Carolina's playing all kind of defense right now. Look where they are.
Yeah, right.
You guys score goals.
And then you can also look at Edmonton's paying a shit ton of money for goal scorers, and they couldn't
Right.
find the fucking net. So take your
Right.
pick, right? But
Well,
also,
I'd rather have a Hall of Famer at 5 than someone who's overpaid, not doing a bunch of shit, especially when it comes to clutch time for 10.
You're talking about. I'm not even kidding when I say literally the worst top 6 defensive forward in the league. Literally.
oh yeah, no. I'm not disagreeing with you, right?
He's
Like
terrible.
He's
I
not
put
two
it-
away
I
from
put
He could get 90 points and still be a liability to his team. That's how
Well,
bad
he's
he
like Nylander. He can't check a code if he tried hard.
is. Nylander's way better
Yeah.
defensively than Kane.
You pay
He's
him
gotten
to
better,
score.
Nylander. He made some nice plays. at the
Nylander,
end of
he's
that
improved
Florida series.
defensively.
Right, it's not consistent though. That's
Come
not
on,
at
I
all
get to slag Nylander. He's one of mine. I get to slag him.
Yeah.
But like, I
Especially
can
when
see,
he's supposed to be a leader and young people are watching him like dive into the box to make sure he doesn't go in the defensive zone. Like, no way.
yeah, well, but I can see them bringing him back so that Bedard has somebody to play with that can show him the ropes, right?
Absolutely.
Like that's what you're paying him
And
for.
That's what I'm talking about. You don't want Kane showing Bedard the ropes? Are you kidding me? No
But
way.
in
No
Chicago,
way.
as
Yeah,
Alex
you do. You you would want
Kane is
you would
a
want
god.
the greatest franchise player in history showing the ropes to potentially the next great
When
Next
he
greatest
was,
player in
absolutely.
franchise history.
7-8 years ago, yeah. Now, no. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he has tailed off in his career, but he's still a top tier offensive forward.
No.
You know what's
Right.
scary about
So
Bedard?
we'll definitely agree to disagree. I wouldn't
We
have him on
obviously
my
don't
team
know
right
yet
now.
just how great he's going to be or could be, but there is a ceiling out there where he's as good or better than Patrick Kane. How fucking nuts
Yeah.
is that?
Right.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Seriously,
Yes.
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bedard. Yeah.
It's
Oh yeah,
insane.
he could rewrite Chicago's record books. If
By the
there.
way, he's getting ready for his first NHL season. There's someone posted some Twitter clip yesterday, Bedard in some training facility, and he did this insane fucking obstacle course, workout regimen shit, and it was like 2 minutes long. He's just back and forth, up and down, up and down. push-ups up and down, jumping through hoops and all this. Like he's just like, I couldn't believe it. He's doing this. This kid's not even 20 yet. Yeah.
He could be a blend of Kane and Taves.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would say
he's getting ready for his NHL debut. I should think so after watching that.
I would say he's a blend of
money line again. I
Crosby
think
and
they have big
Matthews.
third and force a game. Jesus, JR, are you doing shots, buddy?
I don't know that I just did.
I had to take a shot, dude. I had to. I don't know about that, man. Maybe take him for the third. Like you're looking at the third period money line. Yeah, maybe. Right? They're gonna have to do something because if they
I'm
don't
on the
get
draw,
push,
so I wouldn't mind a Carolina tying goal here.
yeah, no, for sure. Actually,
I would
where's the
take
draw?
over. I think my under's screwed. I don't know what I was thinking on that play, but probably go over 2.5.
Well, it's third period and elimination game. You know, I'd only bet over. You know,
Yeah, right.
I would only
Yeah,
bet
over
in
2.5
spot.
even. What are you getting for over
But-
2.5?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's over. Well, it's 1.5 minus 175 is what I'm seeing for the
That
third
ain't
period
bad.
total rate.
Not doing
That's
that.
not bad.
That's not bad. You wait just a couple minutes.
Oh yeah, it's a guarantee.
I'm going to definitely be
that
betting
is
a third
actually not
period
bad.
over.
Wait, at MGM, 1.5 over 1.5 $1.15 at MGM right now.
Dollar what?
$1.15.
No way.
50?
I'm looking at minus 180 for third period. Yeah.
Third period.
Wait a
total,
couple
looking at-
minutes, you'll get better, and I jump in at that point. Yeah, that's probably what I'll look to do.
Yeah, went up to 120 now, but yeah.
Remember, if Carolina's still trailing in the third, they pull the goal even earlier in a spot like this
Yeah.
in an
Yeah,
elimination
yeah,
game, and
yeah.
you could get not just one
Yeah.
but two goals late. Yep.
Well, see, as soon as we started talking, it moved up, but it was at 115 for about a good minute, and now it's
Oh,
at
yeah.
$1.25.
Someone's definitely listening. You're right. It's like
My,
we
mine
can't hide
just
from anybody.
one of mine just jumped up to minus 143 for the third over 1.5. So I won't be touching that for a couple minutes.
They are. Yeah. All right, I'm going to get a refill of beer before this third period, and I'll be back in 2 minutes.
I'll be right back.
And it's probably going to be hopefully another one of these. I'll tell you what, this dreamsicle was. Whoops, there we go. There we go. Look at that, phenomenal. Orange. It's orange and vanilla. It's just
And
like
who makes that one, Ian?
Yeah.
Who makes that one?
Fair weather in Hamilton.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. Really good.
Those six would be dangerous.
Really good.
They
You wouldn't
usually
even-
are, right?
You wouldn't even know you had six of them, probably.
They pack a punch though. This one alone is what 6.1. Yeah.
Oh, really? High alcohol content.
Yep.
Too.
And then there's one that I have a double IPA that's down there in the fridge, and it's like 9%. That one. Oh, careful. That's a weekend only.
That's like 4 US beer.
I love a nice IPA.
Yeah, they're good. Hoppy as fuck, but they're good. Yeah.
Yep.
And they pack a punch.
Yeah.
All right. So again, nothing live right now, other than I'm going to look at a third period over and just wait for a bit and get a better price during the third. So that's my plan. So that's where we're attacking
I like
it. Yep.
Yeah,
All right,
I don't
back
know what
in a
I was
moment.
thinking. You're right. That one over 1.5 is even at minus 175 is so high percentage hit that it's probably. a
See,
good
I'm
play.
looking here. I'm looking at it again. I'm looking at over 1.5 third period. Where is it? Third period over 1.5. Where are you hiding? Three-way live, race to 4, race to 5. No, I'm in the wrong spot. That's why. What do we got? Yeah, I'm looking at over 1.5 minus 143.
That's
I'd like it a
that's
little
good
lower.
price.
It's not bad, but
Yeah.
I'd like it a little bit. If I can get it down to 130 in the first couple minutes, I'll probably jump on that. Both teams to score live third period plus 175. I like that.
That's not bad.
That's not
I
bad
like
either.
that. I'm actually grabbing
That's
that
not
right
bad.
now. I'm going to hammer on that one.
I'm going to take that at one. What did I get? 147. I'm going to take a little bit, and then I'm going to wait and take it again. I'm going to do both. I'm going to make sure I got it because I really think that's a good play. Minus. And both plus 175, you said, for both teams to score?
Yep. Plus 175 third period, both teams to score. What? How are we looking in the basketball tonight? Or do we even have any basketball tonight?
No basketball tonight.
No. So are we looking at
Game.
Boston? Are we looking at Boston
I
getting
had-
a shit kick tomorrow night or what?
No,
I had the
Miami wins.
Twins minus 1.5. That's the only ball play I had to.
I would love for Boston to win it because I have a 10-1 ticket on Heat to win that series 4-2.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
But,
nice.
Yes, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I think Heat are gonna win.
Oh. Explain to me how a major league third baseman can't get his ass in front of the ball and does the old Olay fucking like, come on.
Yep.
Get your fucking body in front of it.
Crazy.
Fuck me, you guys.
I'll be
That's
right
LA
back.
and that's Boston. That's Boston and the Angels. Actually, I got a 5-team ticket going in baseball. I got Mariners, I got the Angels, I got the Rockies, I got fucking Kansas City, and they're getting a shit kicking. Surprise, surprise. And I have the Cubs as well. At least they're doing well. But well. But I watched that Jays game last night, and I was looking at them today, and I'm like, no, I'm not touching them. You fucking Jekyll and Hyde bastards. Peppers. Come out and kick the shit out of them last night. Fucking every time I went from one channel to the other, it was another run. And we're talking, I'm checking. I think I was checking the basketball. So I go to check the basketball, come back. Oh, it's 6-0, 7-0, 8-0. I'm like, holy fuck. And then I shut it off, and then I turned on the sports this morning. It was 20-1. I think it was 20.
Oh no shit! I didn't even see that.
Oh fuck yeah! Vladdy came up in the booth and hit a fucking grand slam, and oh fuck yeah, they put the boots right to him.
Oh okay.
Well, they had a position player in for the last 3 innings pitching, and he was throwing 50-mile-an-hour balls. So
there you
fucking
go.
Vladdy teed off.
BP. BP.
Yeah, fucking Casey. They're Jekyll and Hyde too, them assholes. I don't know why I bet them anymore.
Most of the teams in MLB look bad.
They do.
There's really only like 8 good teams right now. Everybody sucks.
Yeah.
The Sox are trying to play better baseball, but they still look awful. Like,
double steal. Got him at home. Yep, there we go.
Which game's on the Reds? It's got to be the Red Sox, right?
Yeah, Red Sox and Angels.
Yeah.
Yeah, Red Sox. Red Sox just try to steal it second and then send the guy coming home. Well, the guy coming home wasn't even close. He was fucking 10 feet off the plate, for fuck's sakes, when they tagged him.
Do that, man. Yeah, it's just totally unnecessary. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go grab a beer.
Oh, yeah,
I have a question though. While I'm
gotta have a
I
drink
have a
on
question.
hand for the final period, no doubt. We think
Yeah.
it might be the final period. We'll see.
What you
I
got?
have a question for you. I've been betting first period draws, and they haven't cashed in the last 2 games in the conference finals, but they have cashed once in each series so far. First of all, it starts out that way. Starts out as a tie. If somebody does score, it's 1-0. The other team is definitely motivated to get the next goal and make it 1-1. So you kind of have 2 chances at the draw in the first period.
Right.
Yep.
And the odds usually are as good or better than taking any of the sides. So just curious as to what your guys' thoughts is on that as a strategy in the playoffs.
First period draw. I just don't
First
like the
period.
price of it enough.
I'm talking about the first period.
First period draw.
In games, yeah, taking the first period for it to be a draw, so it could be 0-0, 1-1, 2-2.
I don't mind it, but I just don't think the price is as good. I like the price enough to bet it constantly, but I find especially in the tight game, the important games, like if it's like a elimination game or a game 7, I'm telling you what, a game 7 is a good first period draw.
Yeah.
Because things are stingy, things are cagey, things are a little bit like Seattle-Dallas, for instance. Like that was 0-0 after the first period. Game 7s, I think I would open the door to the first period draw bet for sure.
I was betting second period, both teams to score through the first and second rounds. And then depending on the teams, I was also betting the second period draw. So as long as I had 1-1, I get both teams to score, plus I'd hit the second period draw. I only hit that bet about 30% of the time though, so I kind of stepped away from it.
Yeah.
And then I haven't been betting the second period both teams to score because this round has definitely been way harder to try and figure out because the goaltending's been good, but the play is also not good. So it's like, you know what I mean? So you're kind of squeezing yourself, I think, a little bit. But the first round, I would almost think that would almost be a good bet, Rich, because teams are, you know, they're trying to, you know, everybody wants to get a goal in the first period, try and get some momentum. So, you know, in a couple of the games, it probably would have been a good bet, I would think.
Yeah, the last game here it was 0-0, so that cashed.
Yeah,
it's a little above 40%, but yeah, it would be nice to see a better price for it.
Cheers, everybody.
Yeah,
Rico,
sorry about that. We're trying
Cheers,
to get
man.
Rico. That's what happens when you got a bunch of people chatting and
all good.
Rico, welcome.
All good.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you. A couple bets I put on tonight. I was listening to the Ice guys and Ian is like, I'm not going to bet anything on this game. I'm going to wait till this goes live a bit. So I only threw a couple down before the game started. I had Frederick Anderson total saves under 27.5. So I took that under, and then I got Aho over 2.5 shots. So I bet a little bit on those two. Aho's at 2 shots already, and Anderson's, I think he's well under that total. So hopefully that hits under 27.5 total saves for Frederick Anderson tonight. I just thought that Carolina would be coming out firing, but Florida came out strong in this game. So I lost that first period Carolina puck line too. That was the 3 that I bet pregame.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like Bobrovsky over saves, but I think we even have some work to go with that. For
cheers.
There you go. Yeah, snap that beer open. We got the third period coming out. Everybody's got to be getting involved now as far as the drinking aspect.
I did grab 2 combo bets off 365 today. One was match result would be Florida, but I needed Florida Panthers to score first in the game, which I got. Now I need a Reinhart goal. That'll finish that off if Panthers win. And then the other one was Tkachuk to score a goal, Bennett to score a goal, and then I need Florida to win. So on both of them, I'm a check mark so far. So those were kind of that's a 365 pre-made one. They're sometimes they're really good odds on those.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I'm still looking for Tkachuk for another goal. Oh, and a shit ton of other Florida guys that I thought might have put the puck in the net tonight, but the usual guys haven't been the suspects. So
someone's got to be a scoring suspect for Carolina in this third period, or else they're going to be in some serious trouble.
I was trying to find Chris Drury to score.
Yeah, he's had several shots on goal tonight.
Jack Drury.
3.
Jack Drury.
Chris Drury.
That's why I was laughing. I'm like,
GM job and rejoin the league or something?
Jack Drury.
You're fucking with us, aren't you?
No, Chris Drury plus 500,032. Jack
comes out of nowhere.
What I mentioned comes out of nowhere.
If I want to look that way, and can we say how Shane Gosselspierre has been a fucking ghost? Totally.
Ghost. Living up to his nickname.
Yeah.
To be honest with you,
Drury hasn't actually scored.
He's not
in the
making
playoffs.
as many defensive mistakes as he did in Arizona and Philly, and it's a product of the structure and system they play.
Yeah, but last
his
game,
offense has disappeared. That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but have you heard his name mentioned tonight? I haven't heard his name mentioned once tonight.
Not at all. Yeah.
So if you're looking at 365,
holy shit! They just did a close up of Matthew Tkachuk on one of the feeds. I don't know if it was TNT or Sportsnet because I got both of them going, and it was literally the mouthpiece. He's chewing on it like constantly. It's like chewing on a turd or something. I don't know what the fuck. Constantly with chewing on that.
Steph
the mouthpiece is honestly destroyed. Like it's almost like ripped in half from him chewing it so much. Like it's insane. Yeah.
I think it's a medical condition.
Yeah,
they don't have anything. The reason why
it's nerves, like Steph Curry does it. Patrick Kane used to do it a lot with his mouthpiece too. It's a nerve.
And they can't hold a candle to Matthew Tkachuk with it.
Yeah.
Curry or Kane. They didn't do it this much. This is insanity. He's on the ice on a shift, playing the game, and he's still doing that shit.
Yeah.
I can get Martin Necas anytime goal scorer at plus 800 right now. I don't have a lot of faith in
How's
them.
that Mike feeling? I wouldn't, but
No. I'm just looking at numbers, right?
What's the price for Burns?
I was watching him last game. He was turning away from the puck. He was not engaging, and he definitely was under on his shots. And I wasn't impressed with his play.
Who, Necas or
Burns? Yeah, Necas.
Yeah.
No, he seemed really disinterested. And
like even
I was, expecting more.
Aho is plus 550 for the third goal scorer for the Canes. If I was going to look at anybody in seriousness, it'd be Aho or maybe Jarvis. Jarvis is plus 1,000. But I honestly think this is. I think you're going to see Florida come out and play that third period that they've been playing. Here we go. Nope. I think Maurice has got these guys tuned right up.
Well, I think
Necas has one shot.
Hey,
hey,
we're back.
Hey.
I'm excited to watch this. Let's see how this turns out.
I'm excited because they got an elimination game, 1-goal game in the third period. That's always exciting. It's teams on season on the line here for Carolina.
Fucking
So, what price do you like that third period over in?
I'm going to see if I can get even money or better. So plus 100 or better. We're not there yet.
I don't know if you have that wrong. I'm afraid to wait.
This is exciting.
Anything over minus 150, I'm going to pounce like a panther.
Yeah. Pounce like a.
I see what you did there.
I see you. I see that.
Hey, speaking of panther, how many people like the new logo?
I'm sorry, like the.
Okay.
The Panthers logo?
Yeah.
Oh, because it's got Panthers. It's like a shield, and it's got the panther in it.
Because it was just a cat before. How long has it been like that?
I mean, this is the old logo.
I like the logo Alex is rocking. That's my favorite Panther logo. I agree.
I like the one with the stick and when he's holding the stick and it's broken. Yeah, that's like the coolest one. After that.
They have a lot of
good. Oh my gosh!
Names.
Am I seeing this right? Steph Mason now is out for Carolina too. They're down 2 forwards then. 2 forwards and.
Did you get your hit shots over?
That would be the first thing I would do. I'd be like, oh my god, my ankle.
Mason did not return for the third. Remember, he left the game during the first period. Yeah.
One shot.
See, that's why I
want to
fucking killed one of my parlays.
That sucks.
And he's got 1 shot.
Yeah,
That's why I want to Jack Drury. He shouldn't be playing top
My
line
fucking
now.
fingers.
Problem with player
broken.
props.
Take it up and get back out there.
Yep.
You and the stick. Just take your hand to the fucking stick and go.
They're getting swept, dude. This is so embarrassing.
Cat,
Oh my
come
god.
on.
They were like
Good vibes only. There's
they were
people
one
on
of the
both
top
sides
5
here.
teams, weren't they? Oh, sorry.
I had to switch teams after last night, so I'm really going hard for the Kings.
Oh, that's.
Why
I know
did
you're
you do
upset,
that to
Landon.
yourself?
You don't
dude?
want to do that. That's
No, never. I can't.
heat of the
Really
moment,
mean.
emotional reaction right there. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just got to be nice to yourself.
Jack Drury's
dude.
had 4
Don't do
shots
that.
on. I'm just going to keep saying it.
Yeah, he's had a nice game. He's been noticeable for Carolina. He's had chances. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't find. They won't give me anything on him. So.
Well, I do want to camp out at the practice rink and just be waiting for. Say, hey, I just have one question. Got to ask Jamie. What was going through your head? Was it just you were so mad? Did he make a mama joke at you? Did he really hurt your feelings? Like what? it was so unnecessary.
Seriously.
I mean, the game just like what was that? Like a minute 10 in? I can't remember because I was just like pacing after that.
Yeah. It's like right
I would
at
have
the
said I
beginning of
lost
the game.
a future and to win the conference that would have paid me $1,200 because of you. That's what I would tell him. Yeah.
I see people like being like, bet the Stars tomorrow.
I just throw the tickets on the ground. You see this? This is what you
No,
did.
don't do it. Don't do it.
Do not do that.
Don't
No.
do that. They're
Never.
missing
You pay
the-
somebody to
they're
do
missing
it.
the
You pay somebody
tactic.
to do it.
Wow, there was a high
Yeah,
stick on
you
Aho.
pay
in
somebody
this
to
ball.
take him out.
Oh, it was a fall.
Screw it.
oh,
I'm
it was
going
a
to
follow.
take Brent Burns. Brent Burns is plus.
There you go. But
Okay.
anytime goal or next goal.
Anytime goal.
That's right.
Plus 8.
So you want
Carolina's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like
Yeah, Landon, your mic
Team
is a
Pain.
little bit loud. Is there where you can adjust it? Or no?
So, do things big. Hold
They're
on,
getting
let me
high
back it
sticks
off.
in the face. Guys aren't coming out of the dressing room.
We're still
It's
eyeing
just
that
like-
live
There's
over
only
in the third
16
period.
minutes left.
We're getting there. It's minus 125 now. I'm still waiting for a little better.
There's 16 minutes left.
Yeah.
You're telling me that Brent Burns is going to get a goal on Bob?
I'm
I
just
don't know.
throwing one out
I
there.
just,
I'm just throwing it out there
Yeah.
for the hell of it. I hit the last two like that.
you never know.
He's hitting the
You never know.
shots.
Statsny got that one earlier. I didn't see that one coming.
What was it? I can't remember what the two were, but
It was Stastny and
Super.
Teravainen.
No. I put two big plus money goal scorer third period plays the last two betcasts, and I hit them.
The further this goes on, I might just keep hitting Florida to score next. The more it goes up, plus 110,
Totally.
plus 130.
When do they pull the goalie at this point? This
Oh,
is
it won't be.
the rest of
It wouldn't be
season.
until like eight minutes at the very earliest. Something.
It's the rest of your season, you know? I mean, it's a
Yeah.
big deal. I was surprised that the Stars didn't do it at all last night.
Oh shit! I should take a Florida player.
No need to.
That's what
I
the
just muted
that's what the
Goose's mic while
broadcasters
he's
are
gone
saying.
because as
Yeah.
much as I think his dog's a wonderful dog, you don't need to hear it bark.
The broadcasters were saying that, but I was thinking, like, I mean, how else do you get a spark? How do you get your team to believe in something right now? Like, they just felt defeated from the very beginning of that game. It was rough.
Penalty Gudas.
Dude,
Here's
that
your
was-
chance
that shit
for
was
Carolina. Here's your chance right now. Yep.
Hey, how are my levels now? Am I straight?
Oh, that's better.
Oh shit!
Okay, so 2 drinks in, I realized gain goes the other way to turn it down. I started looking at this
An
mic.
off
I'm like,
speeder off the face-off, and Bobrovsky, what a save because that changed direction. It was an off-speed shot, and he stopped it.
I know, Isaac. I know you think that the Stars are gonna win. They're not gonna win the fucking series, for Christ's sake. We all know that.
Oh
Maybe
yeah,
give it a
I
game,
forgot
but
to mention
they're
that.
not gonna win.
Jamie Ben ain't going to be there to see it either.
Yeah.
well, there's gonna be
Yeah.
a-
Jamie Ben's
Tomorrow
gonna have to
night,
sit
I'm
in
not
fucking
even-
timeout.
Yeah. I'm not even trusting them to win tomorrow night, honestly. With
No, I'm not. I'm
I don't think
taking
they will.
Vegas tomorrow night, all day. Vegas all day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Killer
Better team.
instinct.
Bruce Cassidy's a great coach.
Yep.
He's a great coach.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I'll probably just be on some shot props for the Stars, but yeah, money line just feels kind of. It was minus 120 last I checked, so I think it's gonna be kind of a trap, anyways.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
That series is over. In Vegas.
Yeah.
It is. Even I'll admit. And look, we got futures on Dallas. We'd love it not to be over, but even we're waving the white flag too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
It's not
see
so
it.
much Dallas can't do it. It's Vegas is too good to allow it. Okay.
Right.
They're really good. They are really good.
You think what they're going to get behind their captain?
And I'm no longer concerned about Aiden Hill. Aiden Hill's playing well.
Oh, yeah.
He is.
Mhm.
He is playing well, but he doesn't have to be great. That blue line is so strong in front of him. So good.
I like that. Hey, Jamie Ben, how's it feeling, man? Fucking clown. You
It
fucking
is.
clown show.
He's dressed up like a
Fucking
clown
loser.
right now. That's
You got
exactly
the
it.
clown.
Jeez, dude.
Don't
By
insult
the
your
way,
clown like
Even
that.
with Aiden Hill,
Sorry, Ben. I
what a
don't.
great response from him last night. Aiden Hill when he got the popcorn thrown on him by the
Yeah,
Dallas fans.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, he
Bag of
didn't do
popcorn
shit.
thrown at him. Do you know what he
Yeah, he
said?
just kept-
I guess everything
I
was
stopped
hitting
it.
me last night.
Yeah, I saw that in the post-game interview. That was a great line, and they had a good chuckle. Him and Pietrangelo beside each
Nice.
other in the post-game, saying, "I guess everything was hitting me last night." That was
A great response. Perfect. And he's of course
I like
talking about
Marchessault.
the shutout. You know, every
March-
puck was hitting me.
Marchessault. How do you say his name? Ian? Marchessault?
Marchessault.
Oh, Jonathan Marchessault. Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
I
I like
hear
his
so
interview.
many people
He's
say
actually-
Marcia Show or Marcia Show or Marcia Show or
It's
you know.
easy to
Marcia
fuck
Show.
up. Yeah, because you see it and you're like, I know it's foreign.
Yeah. You have a tough time with it.
Anyway, I liked his
Depends
interview
on
a
how
lot.
many drinks you've had.
I thought he did
Yeah.
a good job. Marcia Show.
Marcia Show.
Marcia Show.
I hear that a lot. Marcia Show or Marcia Show.
In Vegas, it's the Marchit show.
Yeah. Exactly. The shit show, John Marr shit show. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least none of that is as bad as Don Cherry's pronunciation, John Masserole. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's so off. Even
yeah.
I know that. It's like
Yeah,
casserole.
Don used to do that shit on purpose. Yeah.
Oh, drop pass Bennett.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wide with the shot. He had a great chance there. Wow. Just missed the net.
Okay, so we're about at 13 minutes to the end of the Kane season.
That was a little bit of a Doc Emmerich call there. He always did that. Wide with the shot or hit the post with the shot. Yeah.
Squirts right of the net.
That being said, I have nothing against Kenny. Kenny Albert does a good job. Yeah.
Is that Kenny?
Yeah.
That says a squirt.
No.
Okay.
And this is our last. And Keith Jones, I'm glad he's finishing out his season. Actually, he's going to do this series, the Cup final. Then he's going to officially become Flyer property full time. Yeah.
That was
That's a unique situation.
well,
Yeah.
it's just
Like-
such a great pickup to basically allow Tortorella to do it. Like he's just going to do whatever Torts tells him to do, pretty much. Not specific players, but if Torts wants something, he's going to get it.
All right, locking it in, folks. Plus 120. Plus 120 over 1.5 third period. Plus 120.
Nice. Oh, I'll throw that in on top of the one I already have.
No.
Oh man,
This one.
makes me just a little nervous.
At
Brent Burns,
12:30 of
the
the
back
third
of his
period.
head is soaked. You can imagine the fucking minutes he's now.
Am I
playing
seeing that
because of
right?
Slavin being out. Yeah.
The total is at 6.5 right now.
Yeah, 6.5 live. Yeah.
5, 2 to 7. Yep.
You guys think that's going to go over 6.5?
I doubt it. At this point, it's possible.
I mean,
though,
the under is
if
plus
you net, I
money.
mean, if you like
I don't
over
know.
one,
I'm not going to
then,
do it,
yeah,
but
you do.
If you think Carolina can score,
I don't.
30%.
but I could see two empty netters.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah,
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. But that their coach won't go for that, would he?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
You think so?
Brendan Moore.
I was so
score.
surprised
But
his
yeah,
stars,
you have to keep
his
pulling.
stars
So
coach didn't do anything. He just kind of like let it
yeah, it's a
die.
different situation. That wasn't an
It
elimination.
was really fucking sad, dude. I was like, you're just gonna let it die like that?
Yeah, it looked like he was waiting so
Yeah,
the table.
I'm looking right now. I can get Florida Panthers minus 1.5 at plus 160. I'm jumping on that.
Yeah, grab that.
What about
I'd
the
rather
period
do that.
minus 1.5 for Florida at plus
I'm already on the
400
1.5.
for Carolina to pull their goalie?
Yeah, I already
early,
got
and
one and a
Florida
half.
pops in a
620.
couple.
I already have that, but yeah.
Because the
Yeah,
way I
took
look
the
at it,
minus
if
1.5
Florida
at
plays
like
the next
240.
right, if Florida plays the next 7 minutes and they can't get a goal, Carolina's got to pull their goalie,
Right.
and now all of a sudden there you go.
Mhm.
I just need
And that's
one.
why
I
I'm
need
waiting.
one goal.
I'm waiting
Yeah.
for 135 to
I
hit
hope
next
they
goal
do.
again. I'll have that in three different prices.
Last
Honestly,
night was
I
a
like-
shocker for me. I was like, they're not going to pull the goalie once. Not even
You
once.
know what? You can take Florida, by the way, plus
What the
160,
fuck?
plus 165 for Panthers live puck line right now. And keep
That's
in mind,
what-
we're getting to the situation where the goalie could be pulled early, and I mean, you're
That's
still
what
going to get
Goose
a nice
just said.
price on that.
Goose already took it.
Actually, and I just took Florida Panthers to score the next goal at plus 115 as well.
Yep.
Plus money?
Plus money still.
I like that. Ooh, I like that.
Yep. Plus monies.
Like I say, I think
Who
Maurice
will
has
win
got
the
the guys
third
dialed in.
period? I think the Panthers are going to win the third period. So that's what I'm going to bet.
Ooh, I like that look too, actually. Over.
It's
No,
plus
I want goals.
135.
To win the third. Actually,
Yep.
and I'm looking at it now. If you're feeling really gutsy, plus 300
Minus.
for 2 goals in the third period, but you need just 2.
Oh,
Wow.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
but
That's scary
plus-
as fuck. I'm not going to do that right
plus
now.
300. But look at it. We just said
We're in playoffs.
If Florida goes the next 6 minutes and doesn't allow a goal,
Yep.
Carolina's got to pull the goalie, right? So now you get the empty netter. There's 4-2. Well, if you're Carolina, you got to pull the fucking guy again.
Yes, of course.
There's your 5.
No choice. Yep.
Right. You know what?
Will he do that?
Sliver on that one.
The coach will do that, right?
Yep.
Ian, what's your opinion? Will the coach do that? This coach?
Oh, for sure.
He absolutely will. Yeah.
Okay.
Elimination game, you just keep pulling the goalie.
Yeah.
And he's a pretty aggressive with it during the regular season as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You got nothing to
God,
lose.
I was so disappointed
Well,
last
exactly,
night. I was
right.
like, how is he not even once gonna try to do this?
All right, boys.
was
I got a jet.
shocked.
But hey, we're gonna have the Betcast Saturday, right? When the Stars continue the
Well,
series.
if necessary, if we have a game 5, we'll have it.
Impossible.
Fucking happen. I'm showing up.
Don't be afraid to make alternate plans.
I'm coming to Canada, Ian, and we're having a Betcast. Whether you like it or not.
Good stuff, Landon. Keep your head up.
Always
with
a
those
pleasure.
Dallas Stars, okay?
Cheers, brother.
Yeah.
And the
Best of luck to all y'all.
Yeah.
In your
Yeah,
bets, all
maybe
right?
Good
Take
stuff,
care,
Landon.
guys.
Thank you. See ya. There he is, Landon, with us. And we got one coming out, and we got one coming back in here right now. Jordan,
Is it John
fresh
Massey?
off refereeing the ball hockey game of the century just now.
Hey boys, how's it going now?
Good.
it
I
fresh.
break
Throw the
bad
fucking
news to
rock.
you, Jordan. I apologize about the Stefan Nason news that he's done for the
Oh
night.
my goodness! Of course, he just couldn't last. Final game, might as well not stick it through. Better have a broken leg.
It's nice
How's
you're
you
wishing
guys
him
feel,
well.
yeah?
Nice to hear you're wishing him well.
Yeah, speedy recovery.
Right.
Yeah, I missed. What was going on? I watched the mid-game intermission there. No Kane's getting blocks in front. No, everybody Bobrovsky can see everything. Or what's going on here?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
They're
And
drained now. They have nobody.
He's getting
Who was
every
that?
rebound, and he's vacuuming it up. Like an old
Yeah.
dirt devil from back in the day.
Carolina's
Florida
got
went
two
back to
guys.
their
Shake.
Florida went back to their suffocating end zone defense, and the second period was literally there. Nobody got anywhere near Bob. Not to any extent, anyway.
Oh,
All the forwards have had too much ice time now. They have
almost getting lazy, tired.
Yeah.
oh yeah, you got like
Yeah, they're all
20 people
tired as
out.
fuck.
Well, keep in mind, too, Carolina's got no Slavin, who's their big
Yeah.
minutes eater on the blue
Mhm.
line. Nobody plays more
Yeah.
minutes than him every situation. No Nason and no Natchez as well.
Yep.
For,
Other big minute
It's
guys.
so
yeah.
nuts.
so
If
they're
they
down 2
sweep
forwards
this-
and 1D. That's a tough spot to be in right now.
Yeah,
It's really hard to believe that the Panthers are sweeping. I'm still like trying to fucking understand it.
Yeah, I'm trying to compute that we could have sweeps in these conference finals, both of them. I can't fucking figure it out.
Both of them.
Believe it.
Yeah. Because I was
the
going to
real
say, if the
question is,
Panthers sweep, they're going to get like a shit ton of rest. But they might not.
Yeah.
Because the
Now, what's
Stars
that?
might-
There's
the
no way
Stars
they
might
can
get
have.
swept too.
I was about to say you can't have the finals on the 3rd now at this point, right? If both teams sweep, they got to start a little earlier.
Did anybody hit that Teuvo Teravainen and Matthew Tkachuk to both score a goal at plus 750?
I had Tkachuk to score a goal, and I
Whoa.
had Teravainen to get a point. So, but
Yeah, today
those
there
two,
was
yeah.
a bet special on the sports bet for plus 650 or 750. I can't remember exactly.
Really, huh? For the
Yeah.
two of them?
It was
Yeah,
around
like,
that for Kachuk to get a goal in Florida to win too.
Damn.
Yeah.
Did you take it, Jordan?
No, I didn't, because I seen Teravainen being an absolute Stefan Nason.
Yeah, he looks like shit. I wouldn't have taken it either.
Plus, he's injured. I don't know. He's not playing to 100%. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's like a little wounded bird.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it was a plus 650. And I was like,
Wow.
Jordan's got the Vegas jersey on because he's the only
Oh.
fucking smart person in this bet. He's betting them
I
every
followed
game.
There you
Flurry.
go.
I followed Flurry. I just couldn't follow him everywhere.
Couldn't
Oh,
afford
you're
the
a
fucking
Fleury fan,
jersey.
huh?
Yeah, I couldn't afford the Blackhawks.
Where Fleury is, I cheer for them. Even that Minnesota team recently, right?
Yeah.
Holy shit, the Orioles took the lead.
The lead? What, the lead?
the lead, 6-5.
Yeah, they did. No shit, they did against the Yankees. Yep. Wow, they were down 5-1.
That's really good
before I had a
news.
shot.
That's really good news for me. I hope they can hold on to it.
Yeah, the Orioles and the Pirates are two of the best teams in baseball. Nothing about this season makes sense.
Yeah.
Totally. The Rangers have been really good to me.
Yeah.
So
They're heating up.
kind of a Rangers fan too. Okay, so hockey. We've got 9 minutes and 45 seconds.
Yes. I'm on the over,
That's
1.5 in the third period live. So we're hoping for 2 goals late. Yep. Holy
I
shit,
won't have to
Jaromir
hear
Jagr's
anybody
in
else take
attendance.
Canes.
Yeah, Yager's in the house.
Yager's there. Wow.
Yammy Jaeger. Yeah, as Don Cherry would call him. Yammy. Yeah. Yammy.
I grabbed 2 for the exact number of goals in the third period. I got that at plus 300. I got Florida to win over 1.5. I got that at plus 115. I think I said.
Yeah.
But I'm still waiting on a Kachuk goal. I'd like to see a Bennett goal. So
I need Kachuk to get one more.
Oh, a little backhand dribbler just went wide.
Oh. I will say I've been slagging him for years, but I got to say these playoffs, Freddie Anderson's played decent hockey.
Yeah.
I've been calling him Freddie Beachball for fucking years, and I know one of the guys on here. I got into it with him during one of the daily Betcasts, and I said, like, the fucking guy, all he does is let in bad goals at bad times. Oh, I said, like fucking Toronto. That's all he did.
Yeah.
Right? He'd be up by
Game
1.
7 against Boston that one year. I mean, just
Right?
a couple of shit goals that he allowed at the worst times possible. Yep.
And it was always a
anybody
a
getting
beach
the
ball right
overtime
down the
plus
middle that
300?
you or I could score, or you or I could save. So, but I will say that this playoffs he's played really well.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
give him
on the
his due.
draw, Jordan pregame. I bet
are
at
on the-
plus 330. Yeah.
Oh, you got plus. Oh, I just hit 315 for me on the
Well,
bet
you're
note.
getting close to it now. The price is getting better because the longer it's gone 3-2, the better the price is going to get.
I'm getting it at 325.
There you go. All right, people are joining me on the draw here. That Carolina's got some tying goal magic in them right now. Yeah.
Where are they going to get it from? Which fourth liner?
Burns.
Oh,
It's a hedge bet.
No, fourth liner. It's true. The fourth liner.
They got to have a fourth liner.
Jordan
Martin
Stahl's
Newton,
going to get it.
Fost, McEachern,
Who's that?
Mackenzie McEachern. Yeah.
Chatfield.
McKecker.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I already said Brewery, so
Yeah.
but
Oh,
I
yeah,
couldn't bet it.
ripping puck. That guy should be on the power play last period after 5 shots in the first 2. I don't even. Oh, my
Jack
goodness.
Drury's played well for them. He
I
really
see
has.
that
so
T in
far.
there.
Yeah.
Said if I was Rob
Lundberg.
Brendamore, I'd be bipping the guy that wants to shoot pucks and not the guy not shooting pucks.
Yeah, the guy trying to make a pretty play instead of putting the puck to the net. Exactly. Now's not the time to look for something fancy schmancy. Cut the damn puck to the net. Simple.
Nope.
No.
Get it low. Get the rebounds moving. Get some fucking traffic in front of the net.
Yep.
Yeah, get Jury on the
7 minutes,
bumper.
45 seconds. Let's go.
Martin Hook's got to get in front, and Jury's
Looks
got
like
to
fucking
right
over Dave's
Yes.
prop hit.
Martin
Yeah.
Nuke's disappeared. Martin Nuke looked like Wayne Gretzky in the New Jersey series, and not much
Yeah,
in
he's
this series.
disappeared now. He's not used to playing this many minutes. That's why.
That's
He's
the
good.
thing. Yeah.
Well, take his
Yeah.
regular
Well, they
time
split up
ice.
the lines.
Yeah, he's
They've
got
got him down on the 4th line with Stastny.
Yeah, they moved him down. Yeah, they did. Yeah.
You know what? I think one of the reasons why the Canes are gonna until they, Bobrovsky hasn't got ran this whole game, really series either. Like, I don't mean to
Very
7 minutes.
comfortable
The whole
series.
season is on the line.
I don't mean run him
This is what they're
over. I
doing?
mean,
You mean those accidental
What
falls?
are they doing?
yeah. So
Nudge him a little bit after the whistle, let him know you're there, kind of thing.
Just
Yeah.
get
a
out of your
little
kitchen.
bit, a little
You gotta
bit.
try to do
Like,
something.
drive to the net and don't stop
Dude,
driving.
this is so
and,
pathetic.
make it look.
Yeah.
If you take the
Yeah.
penalty,
This is
you
almost
take
like
the
the
penalty.
leaves.
And how about Alexander
Oh,
Barkov finally showing
well, hell,
up?
let's be honest. This is where you pull a Jamie
Yeah.
Benn on him and you come in hard. That's what you should be.
Yeah.
Take the
That's what
penalty
she's-
and force him out.
To Jamie Benn.
But yes, yeah,
That's the new bad.
you just go in there hard. Yeah.
Let's put it
Carolina's
this way.
making their
For
push
Ben,
now.
bring
They're
it
trying
for
to get us
Ben.
going.
If Matthew Tkachuk was on Carolina, how many times would Bobrovsky have been smoked so far this year?
Oh,
Quite
yeah.
a few.
Oh, that's a good point. That's actually one of the
Oh,
best
yeah.
points Perlo's made here of this entire time he's been with us here.
I didn't
They're
hear
missing
it.
that guy to bug Bobrovsky and get
I
under his
didn't hear
skin.
it.
He is a game changer.
One of the best fucking
for sure.
Say that
One
again.
of the best.
I said if Matthew Tkachuk was on Carolina, how many times would Bobrovsky have been smoked in this series?
He'd
Yes.
be a lot more
It means like
irritated by the opponent than
Yeah.
he's been in this series. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It
Yes,
means that's the
exactly.
first good thing that
Yeah.
Perlo said.
He's beating his head a lot. He's for sure beating his head. No doubt about
And
it.
you're wrong.
Yeah, that was
Natchez is back.
bonus.
Natchez is
That was
back out there.
bonus.
Number 88.
Oh fuck! Too funny. Too funny.
Wait, what happened?
What do we got here?
My
5 minutes. What do
Patrick
we got?
Kane
5
comment
minutes.
was the best one. You guys
Ian.
just don't agree.
Tell us what happened.
What?
Natchez. No, Natchez is back. Natchez is out there after the
Oh.
shaking off the
Oh,
injury he had last period. Yep.
I got Freddie.
All
Anderson
All right,
at
5 minutes left to go.
27.5 saves too.
Jeez. 5 minutes.
Are you guys at 5? I'm
minutes
at
of their
6.
fucking season.
I'm at
Oh,
6
a minute
too.
behind you.
I'm at 540.
5
He must
minutes
be in
is left.
Ontario.
Rich H is in
I
the
got
Afghanistan district tonight. Yeah.
How's the Boonies?
I'm looking at my phone. My phone says 5:06 left to go in the third.
Yeah, I'm behind.
Yep.
My cable's behind.
We're at 5:15. 5:15. Haven't pulled your goalie. Okay.
I would think probably in the next minute and a half at the most.
They
Somewhere in
fucking
that
better,
area.
dude. If he doesn't
Look
just
at
pull the
Bobrovsky
goalie
just
at
have
all,
the
I'm gonna be
easiest
so
saves on
pissed.
here.
Yeah.
No traffic, nothing. They're clearing that net front presence just right out of the way.
Right.
That is just crazy.
That's where you
He's
come.
gotta fucking-
That's where you come through the crease and do the old Hanson brother with the stick right across the face. Boom.
Do
At this point, you might as well take the penalty and try and fucking screw up
different
Bobrovsky.
Hanson brother. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm getting excited. This
Yeah,
is
there's the
exciting.
hockey Hansons, and then there's the pop group Hansons.
And there's the back. There's the
the Hansons.
This is what you're talking about.
Forgot about them.
you mean the
Did I say
Petrangelos?
I turned the TV on last
Yeah.
week, Wednesday or Thursday night. The fucking slap shot was on. I sat there and fucking watched
Well,
that. And I
you got to
fucking
just stop what you're doing and watch. whenever-
howled all the way through.
Yeah,
And it was right at the hammerhand point where he's, your wife's a lesbian. I know. Oh yeah. Fucking
There we go.
howling.
Cheap stuff now. Labatt Blue. For the, last
Oh,
call.
Ian, I had respect for you until you showed a blue. Jesus, dude.
We got to save some of the good stuff for the weekend. Yep, the craft beer. Yep.
What's the good shit, man? That's international shit here.
And Jordan, you're on Vegas to close out tomorrow night. I know that already. Yep.
Oh yeah, we're going
Yeah.
for 2 conference sweeps here, boys. I actually I put some money earlier
Let's
to
go.
go 4-0 for Vegas. I'd like 325
Nice.
or something. I think it was. So I'll have to double check.
Nice.
Whoa, shit.
Here we
That's
go.
amazing, man. Good
Last
call
5
on that.
minutes.
I did. I just
Seems-
bet it like
Oof.
right before they won the last game. I threw money down on it. I
It's
bet
gonna
you if
go
you would've did it.
4-2.
I bet you if you would have did it at the start of the series, it would have been like a plus, 2,000, 1,500.
Over a
Yeah,
Vegas
probably.
4-0 series sweep, no doubt. It would have been a
Yeah.
big plus return.
So once they won 2-0, and I was like, they were just start the first, I don't know, 3 goals are in the first. there, I
Okay,
just
we're
like,
good,
I'm
we're
throwing this.
I think I saw 40-1 for Miami Heat to beat Boston 4-0 in the NBA conference finals. Although
Yeah,
that-
probably because I have 10-1
It's been 10.
for Miami to win 4-2. So
Yeah.
Really?
like the sweep was just an incredible price, and of course that just fell short. All right, we're under 5 minutes to go, and it's still 3. This game could actually still end up ending 3-2. honestly.
Hopefully,
It's
Freddie
not the
Anderson
craziest thing in the
stops
world.
27 or less shots.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they're
The
going to
final 5.
yank him. He won't get a chance
These
to
are
get to
not easy
27.
goals to get.
Like I think if we get under 4 minutes, he's got to pull them, just because you
Oh,
got to
yeah.
give yourself as
Yeah,
much
he's got
time
no
as
choice.
possible. You're going to lose anyway.
got no
You would
choice.
think I would have already pulled them, just so I know where I'm at.
But the problem is Carolina can't keep possession and they
I
can't
was
get
just
in.
gonna
the
say
Right,
that.
yeah,
You
that's the
actually
problem.
risk it
at like an earlier time at 3 minutes, or do you chance it and just wait till the 2 minutes?
They got to do it at 3. At
I think
3,
you
you have
chance
to
it
do it.
There was a
earlier.
coach-
I really do.
The
Yeah.
coach that did it really early one time, and then they played out the rest of the period.
Actually, that was
and
fucking-
it
that was-
ended in a draw.
That was Brindamore.
And
Brendamore's got a
Bednar
really
does
good
it.
habit.
Bednar does it too
Early.
very early. Yep.
And
Okay.
Bednar, yeah.
Okay.
And Cooper. Cooper.
I
with
remember
Tampa.
But every
thinking, like,
time they
holy
get
shit,
the
this
puck,
is really early,
it's in the neutral zone.
Yeah.
and it
There you
ended
go.
up in his favor.
If he's
Like,
not
I don't
heading
know
to
if
the
they
bench
will.
now,
They're
I'd be
flicking into
surprised.
that neutral zone.
Oh, we've got saves over for Bobrovsky, 30 and a half. He's got 33 saves. Yep.
If that net's not empty now, I'm surprised.
yeah,
Oh, they're buzzing Carolina, but the net's not empty yet.
I don't know
That's
what
crazy.
the heck they're doing.
it's not,
Should be
dude,
empty
bro.
for sure, all day.
We're running a little like this is
Whoa!
getting a little
Oh
too
my
intense
gosh,
for me.
the game's
They
tied.
neutral
They
zone.
just-
High game, boys. High game.
Wow.
That's fucking crazy.
Wow.
Jesper
They
Fun.
tried it. Boys, let's
Wow,
go into
it's
fourth
fun.
OT again tonight. 4 overtimes tonight again.
Well,
Cost was
I still haven't
1,400.
got it.
How the fuck did that go in?
Wow.
Who got that overtime?
I almost didn't put
The
another
over
beer
1.5
in the fridge
isn't
after
looking
getting
good,
this
though.
one. I'm glad I did.
Hey!
3-3.
What the fuck happened there?
Oh, Jesper.
OT.
That
Okay.
fourth
They
liner.
got to a place where they haven't gone in this series, right to the middle there, right in front of the net. Someone got free, and they're doing a
Yep.
better job of that, Carolina, tonight. Getting to those
Yeah, the
areas,
fourth
you gotta
liners
be
did it.
getting to the score. Yep.
Will we get bonus Betcast?
No, we will
And here's the
not.
draw, folks.
That's
And
yeah.
Hang on now for 3 minutes. Who jumped on
Everybody
the draw?
wants it.
Who else jumped on that draw?
I did.
I was
You did,
about
Goose. Yeah. Jordan,
Give a shit
we're talking
the draw. I
about
just
it.
want the
You didn't
Panthers
jump
to
on
I
win
it.
the
know.
Oh,
It's right
fuck.
here too. It's right here.
It was right in the
I think
palm of
I'm
your
still
hands.
on it.
You were about to place it,
Yep.
and you did.
Well,
Ah.
I
Plus
was still
325.
on it. I'm still on the over.
It's always the way it
Oh,
works. You're just
no.
about to get the bet in, and then
Yeah,
shit
I was
counts.
just looking
Oh,
at
we
the
think so.
phone,
There's still 3
looking
minutes
at
left.
this.
Hold the phone.
Hey,
Gotta get
Orioles
there.
9-5.
I think I just lost that other bet too. Under
Wow. That's
yeah,
the difference
I just
for
lost the
Carolina.
other one with
tonight.
under 6.5.
Fine.
They've gotten themselves to the middle of the ice. This
Yep.
Carolina team, better than they did at any point previously in this series. Yep,
And now they've got Florida running
they
around.
do. Yeah, all
Yeah.
Carolina feels it now. But they're also the thing is though, the longer this game goes, the worse it gets for Carolina because they're
Yeah.
the team that's
With
down
their
in
missing man.
Here
Let's
we go.
go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh,
Come on, Florida.
Florida, Florida, buzzing. Oh, holy, oh. And I think the puck went wide, and Anderson knocked the net off.
Fuck.
Wow,
Fucking pussy.
wow.
Anderson. Yeah, no, I'm just joking though.
Hey,
Um,
I've got his jersey
Let's
on.
go.
Anderson knows what he's doing there, knocking the net off. Seriously, he knows
yeah.
what he's doing.
Yeah.
there.
It's like a new thing.
It's almost like
Maybe it's an
calm
old thing.
things down and let's get a whistle to settle things down.
You had to
Goalies
do it
do
with the
that,
Leafs
like
for years.
intentionally, unintentionally knock the net off.
Yeah, it's a
Matt
crafty
Murray was
veteran
accused of
move.
that earlier this year for Toronto. Yeah,
I love how goaltenders act all offended when people accuse them of that. They're really good at it, actually.
Yep.
Knocking the
Every level of hockey I've ever refereed, minor, fucking OHL, OHA, beer league,
Yeah.
it don't matter. The fucking goalies all knock that net off when they need to.
Of course.
Every
Yeah.
fucking one.
And you're gonna get the benefit of the doubt.
And as long and I've always said to every one of them, as long as you're sliding, I don't care. The moment I see you push with your arm, you're gonna get that fucking penalty. And I don't
Yeah, you're
care.
gonna
2
get the
minutes
call,
left,
yeah.
2 seconds left. I couldn't care less. But if you're
Yep.
sliding, if you're going post to post and it knocks off, hey, fuck, whatever. Put it on. Let's go again.
Technique.
Well, I'll tell you what, Florida player just cross-checked someone from Carolina, no penalty. So anything goes now. We're at that stage of the game, yeah.
Oh yeah, no blood, no foul.
Because we're
Whistle
almost
in the
in
pocket.
overtime right now. Yeah.
Did anybody get that I think it was like plus 950 for over 40 saves on Bobrovsky.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
No,
or-
I didn't see that one.
The score bet had a promotion this morning for it.
I did the easy one, the 30.5 for the non-ladder.
I just seen it in
ladder
big
bets are
gold
good.
promotion letters.
Yep, this would have been a good game to do it because Carolina's got to throw everything toward the net in a game like this with their season on the line, and they're doing that. We got a penalty here. Holy shit!
Whoa!
We're getting
A
a Carolina
late penalty
penalty.
in the final minute of the third period, and Carolina's getting it.
Huge.
Come on.
Huge.
Fucking
Away from the play, too.
Carolina power play.
After all the shit
They're
that's
a
been
power
going
play.
on, in
Poor
this
old Rod's
league,
got his
wow,
hands up
wow.
in the air.
Matthew Tkachuk game-winning goal.
I just saw a Florida player cross-check a Carolina player in the corner, no
Yeah.
call, and
That's a soft call.
George Stahl for a small little. See, that's the lack of consistency that Rod.
Wow.
Oh wait,
missed at,
on
you
the
know.
Canes. So it's on
Wow,
the Canes.
that's time and place. That's
That's
none
soft.
of it.
That's a soft
I just saw my guy get buried with a cross check in the corner, no
Yeah.
penalty, and then a little ticky tack trip by Stahl, and it's called.
I
And it
wouldn't
didn't
have
affect
called
the
it.
play
Two
either.
refs,
The
one at
puck
each
was
end.
on.
Exactly.
That is a
Hey,
penalty, that trip,
you
but
can't-
it's lack of consistency. That's what Rod would be
Yeah.
upset about. Yeah.
That's the two
Wow.
refs, one at each end. One wants to not be involved, and the other one's like, "Oh,
Yep.
Consider scoring this power play goal, Florida, in overtime, please. Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
how many seconds
Actually,
do we
I
need? 57.
Yeah,
Yeah.
end it.
No offense, but I got Bennett, Reinhardt, and Kachuk all on the ice. I'll take a goal from any of them.
From sacrifice the draw.
NOT.
Let's fucking
Yeah,
go.
Rod's
NOT.
eager to pay Paul.
No, because I lose all of those in OT. They'll all go away.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit, that's right. Yep. You're right. It's one of those books doesn't pay OT goals like chicken shit books do that.
Oh,
10 seconds.
draw.
Get in!
Oh,
Yeah!
Oh my gosh!
You got to be kidding me.
I think it's Kachuk.
Wow. No way.
4-3 Panthers. Are you shitting
Oh
me?
my God.
Did I not
Series
call
winning
Matthew
goal.
Tkachuk
Out of
game-winning
here.
goal?
Oh.
That's Kachuk.
That's better be on the
Oh.
record.
Combo
Well,
bet.
Carolina is
Oh.
pissed at
8,
something.
7,
They gotta
6,
challenge something. I
5,
don't know what it would
4,
fucking
4.3,
challenge what?
Oh
Get the fuck out.
wow.
4.3.
Boys,
All right, so
did
hang
I
on.
not
Let's see,
call
let's
Matthew
see.
Kachuk game-winning
Let's
goal?
see.
Yeah,
be. I don't think
Let's
there's
see.
anything
Any
there to
interference?
challenge. I don't know what they could. Well,
that's gonna count.
that's the Carolina player that's
No,
in the crease with
That's-
Anderson.
Yeah,
the
that's
thing.
going to count.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That one should
I mean,
count.
Holy
I think it
fuck.
counts.
Bobrovsky's crying. He's ready to go back to the fucking Stanley Cup final.
They're going to challenge it anyways, but there's no goaltending.
Well,
Yeah.
this is just like a hoping. I would challenge this too. Like our season's done at this
Right.
point. Yeah. So yeah.
Oh my God.
Because you can.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're looking.
No.
They're
I
looking.
should have just bet right away on Matthew Kachuk
You
game-winning
guys
goal.
see Brooks Koepka in the
Oh my
crowd there, too?
God.
Yeah, you showed him. Oh, we were
Shit.
talking about him earlier.
Yeah, they just showed
Sweet.
Koepka just dancing in the crowd.
Fucking brooms. See ya.
That counts.
Get.
That counts.
Shoo.
They're
Bye,
appealing.
Canes.
They're appealing
All
for
right,
goal
goalie interference is the official challenge. Although I don't know if I saw enough there. This is just to me, this is desperation, but we'll see. Okay, Bennett's
Be
got
fun
the-
if you could bet
Okay,
this.
wait a sec. So Bennett has his stick in Anderson's paraphernalia as the puck goes in. Is
There you
that
go.
enough?
No
Here
goal.
comes the trash.
No goal.
A
That
situation.
could be. That's no goal. I think.
This, you know what? This could come back. Unbelievable.
It's no
This
goal.
could
No
come
goal.
back. This could.
That's going to be no goal. You watch.
This is,
He's gonna
yeah,
get
this
it
is
again.
a situation room situation.
Yeah.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, Toronto.
This is where
No,
Bettman's
that's
in that home in his
bullshit.
living room drinking a
That's
brandy.
bullshit.
bullshit.
Yeah, he's definitely got the
fucking
stick in his
interference
pad.
there.
That's bullshit.
You
Come on
watch.
now.
That's
You
bullshit.
watch.
That's
They're
a
gonna
good
wave it.
fucking goal.
You watch.
They
They're
don't
gonna
want to
wave it.
take
No,
the
that
whole
is way-
back.
Oh,
If
no,
they
it's
take
down.
the
That
back,
is
Brutal
ruthless.
fucking call.
Good goal.
Teabag.
It's a good goal.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong
It's
with
a
it.
goal.
call the
Okay.
ice.
Yeah.
Call the
There
ice
you
is a
go.
goal.
Yeah.
God damn. Goose, you made me so
It's a goal.
nervous.
The goal stands.
You're like, they're gonna win.
Over.
He's like,
Oh,
no.
he skipped him right in the
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, my eyes are telling me no. It's a good goal. Let's go.
You're good. We're good.
Oh.
But
Amazing.
if anything was going to pull it back, that would have been it, right? The stick in the goalie.
Yeah,
right?
but that would have been way too
You know what I
soft.
mean?
That's too soft of a call.
They're
for-
definitely
to
they got the
reverse.
stick in there, but that's not much. That's
No,
like not.
that ain't
It's
enough.
not pushing at the pad.
Yeah,
It was in
It's
and out.
pushing at the pad. What's this now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Vegas quarterfinal.
Considering shit they've called back before, that would be right up their fucking alleyway. Like,
Wow.
let's be honest, right? So there we go.
So that's
You
good
know
for a
what I mean?
penalty.
He's
I
probably
get-
someone that only Alex and I know, but I know I've met him. I think Alex maybe did. I think sure because he went to some of those Vegas trips with me and on the sports super contest weekends. Mark Lawrence is a legend in the sports handicapping
Oh yeah.
world, and he is a Panthers season ticket holder. Actually,
Yep.
He
From
lives
the
in
from the
Florida.
beginning.
And he was
Yeah.
he all of a sudden popped in my mind.
Mhm.
I saw someone that looked. I don't think it was him, but someone that looked like him
Yep.
on camera. I'm like, I'm happy for him.
Rat
Actually.
King.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. He is. I forget that he's a diehard Panther
Yeah.
fan. He was
And
an
he
original
is
season
one of the Panthers fans I respect because he actually
There's
has
game.
tickets and he goes to the games. Yeah.
There it
There
is.
you
okay.
go.
Game over, series
That's
over.
fucking air, dude.
That's
Wow.
impressive.
Adios, Carolina.
So I get
Oh,
Kachuk
thanks,
for-
thanks,
I
Stephen
get Kachuk
Nosen,
for
for
2 goals
wrecking
in the
my.
game. I get my
Stephen
combo
Nosen.
bet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Stephanie.
I
The
don't
only
feel
thing
bad
we're
that the
missing-
Leafs lost
There
to
it
these
is.
guys.
There it is. Okay.
Ian, do you feel
The
bad that the
obligatory-
Leafs lost to the Panthers now?
Roberto Luongo celebration goal
Right.
jump.
Right?
It's becoming the new thing.
Wow. The legend of
Hey,
Matthew
this
is
Kachuk
Boston,
grows right now. The
Toronto,
legend of
Carolina.
Matthew Kachuk grows.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nesson only really got one
And
shot.
and
Oh my!
I saw
God.
somebody grab a ticket for him to win the Conn Smythe
They
before
lost to the
Game
kid.
7 against Boston.
You know,
Plus for the
you said they lose
12,500.
by some scrub.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's funny, this battle for the Conn Smythe, it was advantage Bobrovsky after Game 3. It's probably back to advantage Kachuk after tonight. He just scored the series-winning goal in dying seconds.
Yeah.
And 2
Wow.
goals
Fucking
tonight, by the
amazing,
way.
dude.
Yeah.
He's fucking
All
amazing.
3 game-winning goals.
Let's get real.
Incredible. Wow. That's
Incredible
one of the
shit.
more stunning finishes to a series. I mean, wow.
yeah.
Boys, what about tonight? Keith Kachuk open bar tonight.
Oh.
Yeah. There's a reason that guy put on a beard gut in the last 10 years. He's going to add to it tonight.
All
That's
right.
incredible shit, man.
What's going on
Fucking
here? Oh my gosh,
sweet.
look who's
Oh.
here.
What's
Right
up,
at the end of the
boys?
game. Eddie Lapp. What's up,
Eddie!
Eddie?
Oh,
Not much. I
Shit.
just
Eddie.
Fucking
come in and see how
dogs.
drunk you guys are at the show.
Ah, there we are. We are, and we're still drinking. This was an incredible fucking finish.
Cheers.
Buzzer beater, Matthew Kachuk to win the series with 4 seconds.
Fucking
Four three.
Kachuk.
Yeah, but we're being cheated on 3 hockey games in both series.
Yes.
This is true.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, we are. I agree.
Let's
with that.
hope it makes for a good final.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
This Stanley Cup Finals better be
You
so
can't
fucking
control
awesome. It makes up for this crap of sweeps
Yeah.
potentially in the conference finals. Yeah.
We can't control
Eddie, if
that.
Vegas
I mean,
wins the
I
next
can't
game, who do you
believe
got winning the cup?
I think I got Vegas. They're just too
Got my lean
deep.
too.
I mean, when you have William Karlsson as your third line shutdown center, I think that's like speaks volume.
You're right about that. I mean,
Hard
and
to
the,
fade.
all 4 lines are
Wild
good, and the
Bill.
1 through 6D is
And if
unmatched.
Vegas does win the cup, that's Jack Eichel's Conn Smythe trophy.
That's crazy.
If they have any chance, Jack Eichels has to go off on Bobrovsky.
Yeah.
And Keegan Gallster's
Yeah.
just gonna run him.
You know what? I
Pretty
wouldn't.
much
I wouldn't.
argue
I
with
wouldn't
that,
mind
yeah.
taking a shot with Bobrovsky to win Conn Smythe. Even he might be one of those goaltenders, and this is rare. Hasn't happened since 2003, where they could lose that series, but he still gets the Conn Smythe.
And he
So,
still win it. Yeah.
Did Jonathan
Yeah,
Quick win
Based
the
on
Conn
what he's
Smythe?
done.
I mean,
Did
Bobrovsky's
Jonathan
been
Quick win?
unbelievable, but like
no, it wasn't Quick that did that.
he's almost not the best player on his team even.
Jesus.
But when
Dude,
the
they
LA
got
Kings
swept
were
last
last
year.
place and made it to the finals, who got that Conn Smythe?
Kachuk's been unbelievable. Like, I don't know.
Wait, who was the last player to get to win a Conn Smythe, but not win
Dominic
the cup?
Hasek, wasn't it? Dominic Hasek.
No, it was Sebastian Jaguar in 2003.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Ducks.
Oh,
Anaheim.
Ducks.
He was with Anaheim. They lost in 7, but his numbers were ridiculous. Like,
It's unbelievable. Yeah.
Less games to bet, Eddie. That's another problem. Less games to bet. That's a big
Yeah.
problem.
Tighter and tighter.
Fucking swept. Oh my god.
Thanks.
That's
Well, I
so
threw a
brutal.
hefty live
So
bet in
brutal.
when I thought Slavin got hurt, and then I got a little nervous when it was 3-3, but they pulled it off.
Oh, you had Florida, Eddie? Yeah.
Yeah.
nice.
That's good. That's
Me
I
too.
stayed off the side. I just split. I had the over and I had the draw, and the draw got ruined in the 4 seconds left. That's hard.
I had the money
Yeah.
line. So
That's a bad beat.
But Alex,
that's a bad
cash. I'm
beat.
happy for you, Alex. Florida money line. Yeah.
I wonder if anybody hit the Matthew Tkachuk game-winning goal right after that.
Yeah, live bet on him to
Goose
score
had
the
2
next goal.
goals.
Yeah, that would be something. And plus, any book will cash it because some books they only cash the goal props in regulation. So if you bet it, every book you bet it at would have cashed.
He was plus money at 2 points today. I think plus 150 I hit him at.
And now here we go. Do they touch the trophy now?
Oh, yeah, right.
Conference trophy. You know, there's that superstition. Oh, if you touch the trophy, you're not winning the Stanley Cup. I don't buy it.
I say they should, I think you shouldn't touch it.
Didn't Tampa Bay touch it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't
Well,
Landeskog touch
one of their
it?
years.
All the more reason why
Oh,
Florida
they're
shouldn't touch
touching
it.
it.
Tampa had it the
Oh,
last few years.
shit.
Hands all over it.
Matthew
Oh,
Tkachuk doesn't give a fuck. He's probably like, touch that shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give them all a COVID test.
up.
Oh, yeah, that shit's
Yeah,
done.
right.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Who's drunker tonight, Keith Tkachuk or Brooks Koepka? That's a
Oh,
bet.
buddy. Good
That's a
call.
good bet. That's a
Good
good
call.
bet.
Even money.
question.
Even
Don't
money
forget
odds.
Brady
Right
Tkachuk's probably lingering around there somewhere.
Yeah.
He's
I
probably
think
happy
Keith
camper.
Drunker right now, but give Keith Tkachuk a few hours after watching his son
I'll give-
score
yeah,
two
the old guy,
goals for the
yeah.
Stanley Cup. He'll catch up.
Yeah.
I
Oh, they're
think Keith
walking it
Tkachuk
around
is
the
more
rig
drunk
too.
by noon.
I
It's
would
like a
say
marathon.
Brady
Well, they're
Tkachuk
skating
is
around
probably
with
the
it.
drunkest.
Like they're actually
They're
taking it
skating
for like a
around with it,
Stanley
boys.
Cup type of lap. Yeah.
I wonder what the
Yeah.
Stahl brothers say to the other Stahl brother at home when they're done.
You find them.
gay.
You know why I pick up the trophy because it
They're
doesn't feel
homophobes.
like anything's beating
so
us right
that's the
now.
reason why they would do it.
What's that, Ian?
It feels like nobody's beating us right now.
Yeah.
That's why.
Well,
I
and the
take
fact
the
that
goal.
nobody expected them at all to be at this point.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
dominate.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they
And
took
the
out the
fact
number
that-
1, the 2, and the 3rd seed in the Eastern Conference. Man.
Right,
They went through
exactly.
the 3 best teams in the East.
Yeah.
And you're at home.
Isn't there only
Why the
like
fuck
3
not?
teams or 4 teams that's done that?
Yeah, I think so.
Montreal,
Do it.
or 21. Who's the other team? LA, Anaheim.
Do you
Well,
guys-
that trophy's getting broken tonight.
Florida.
If Vegas
guys see this happen a
sweeps
lot?
too,
What's
if
that?
Vegas
Sorry, go
sweeps too, when does the final start?
That's what we're trying to say. It can't
We
be.
were-
It
yeah.
can't wait until the 3rd. It's got.
I hope
like
they're not
June
dumbasses
1st.
like the NBA. We're still going to wait till June fucking 1st to start it.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, so see, you know what? So yeah, so the NBA, that means NHL definitely won't have it the same night. It'll either be the 30th,
Yeah.
May 30th, or it'll be the 2nd.
That's what I'm
They
guessing.
want
Wednesday
to be
or Friday.
alternate. They want to be alternate NBA finals. So.
I don't see how the
they'll
Stars win.
They'll never
Look
put
at
the
the
NHL and
there.
NBA finals on the same night.
I can't see them waiting a week.
Yeah, I can't either.
I can.
Ed Jovanovski's just going to
Contractual obligations.
Yeah.
Well,
Listen, if Florida wins a cup, Roberto Luongo might be able to put a cup over his head.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
way he
That's
could.
true. He
Oh.
works with
The only way
Florida
he
right
could,
now.
though.
This would be his first Stanley Cup. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Every game afterwards in Vancouver, the focus is on seeing the Luongo like goal celebration jump. That's the new thing in
You
Vancouver.
you can agree with that, Eddie, as someone that knows Roberto very well. He deserves a cup, even if it's in a different role.
Yeah, he does. He fucking deserved it instead of those
Yeah.
damn Bruins in 2011.
Oh yeah.
But you're
Don't
not
go.
bitter, Eddie.
Oh,
You're not
my
bitter.
heart.
You're not bitter. No.
I was there.
Yeah, so was I.
I would have
Yeah.
not had a ring, but I would have touched the cup, and like I kind of would have said I won it. I mean, if I was out at the bar, I would definitely.
You would have won it, man. You would have won it. You were there, man.
You would have been outside jumping on cars while they were burning.
I feel a little bit
played a couple of games on the bench in the regular season. You know, like I deserve that shit.
Absolutely, man. You
100%.
You deserve the
Fuck
time.
the Sedins, fuck
You're awesome.
Luongo. Eddie deserved that cup more than anybody.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. Just
I was the
Fuck, he started the Heritage Classic.
I was the black ace goalie. I got bagged for a month and a half and drank at the bar every night. I deserve that shit.
That's awesome, man.
My lasting memory of that series is Marchand using fucking Sedin as a speed bag, boxing speed bag. I mean, in that series. I mean, like,
They should have waved that fucking goal off.
Yeah.
No penalties. No penalties.
No penalties there either. Yeah.
There's
Aaron
so
Rome
much-
gets suspended.
Yeah.
Don't go there.
Alex
Don't need to go
Burrows
there.
bit a finger, like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Burrows played with the playoff intensity.
Marchand was licking people.
That Canucks team just had characters all around. That was a fun team to
They had a
watch.
good season. They definitely did. They had a great regular season too, if I'm not mistaken. Like, people
Eddie,
expected
question:
them to
Who
bomb.
took it the hardest? Who took it the hardest, Eddie, when Vancouver lost that? Who's the guys you saw that you thought that it meant the most to them that they lost that?
Good question.
I mean, it's tough to pick, but probably Kessler. I mean, he was fucking devastated in the locker room after, and like, then all these fucking riots happen and shit, and then first like
Out of
it's
control.
a final, and then like they won't let you out of the
That's
ring
what I thought
for
you
the
were
next
gonna
6 hours.
Yeah, Kessler, I could see him being pretty upset with that. Yeah, I saw that, Jordan. Very good.
Phil does this stuff, just crying faces.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was thinking of Phil Kessel. My bad.
Where was that? Where is that? Was that on Twitter?
Yeah. It's on
So
complete hockey news. Just
Okay.
they just got like crying faces of like
Yeah, the
oh,
Carolina logo, but with crying. Yeah, crying faces replacing the logo they use. Yeah, yeah. I know what that logo is. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah,
That's hilarious.
that's pretty good. Yeah.
Twitter world strikes again.
Those damn Panthers.
By the way, that's Jamie Benn and the Cheshire Cat icon right there. Yeah, yeah, Jamie Benn right there. Folks. Yeah.
And then there were three.
Patino game going already.
Wait, no, hold on. It's just symbolic for anybody who does something Ben-like, right?
When you
And when they're
qualify,
doing
you
the action,
qualify.
When you qualify, you qualify. It's just symbolic. It's just
Yeah.
a visual symbol.
Hi, Jamie Benn.
And
where's your rubber
this,
shoe?
this is how we feel when we bet on people like Jamie Benn.
Yeah, I
This
didn't.
is
But
how
for
he
everybody that
feels.
had shot props, point props, go
Yep.
fuck you, man. Yeah. Never mind the team.
Yeah,
Never mind the
so-
fan base.
Yeah.
Never mind the owner.
Yeah, there's people.
Never
that are
mind
pissed at
anybody
Ben
else.
for doing that because they lost a bet on him to score a goal or get over a shot clock. Yeah,
Just the betters.
that's all people
Yeah.
care about. Hey, you blew my bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you take the team.
And that's wrong.
I did.
That's wrong. Like
Yeah, it
people
is.
that are venomous about that.
Holy shit, Eddie! It got dark quickly there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
It's,
It's
But
Sam
it's
local
nice when
time.
it's
there.
dark.
happened?
'Cause it's cold.
Where are you?
It sounds up.
Are you in Carolina?
He's in the.
There's
Got
a
dark there real
daylight.
quick too.
Oh,
You're still on
Arizona,
Earth, right?
Arizona's not paying their bills.
Phoenix.
I was going to Carolina to do the siren if they made it to the finals. I'm a little bit pissed. It would have been fun.
Oh, they had you lined up to be one of the storm surge siren guys.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you would
That
have
would've been
gone there if
amazing.
they had gotten to the cup. Oh man, I feel bad for them, for you now.
I was gonna stay at Cam Ward's house and have wine every night. Like this would have been amazing.
Yeah, it would have been
Would've been
good.
great.
I'm glad they picked you. I mean, you weren't with Carolina as
Well
long as you were with
deserved.
Vancouver, but that's great. that
Well
they-
deserved.
Yeah.
Well
I
deserved.
2 seasons there, 0 playoffs appearances, and
It's
that's
about the energy you bring to the table.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That'd be
you
amazing.
forget all that shit. You're a cool ass dude.
Yeah.
I brought
No
some
much.
joy
Fast
to
as
dark
everything else.
times in the organization's history.
That means fans in the building, would have had as tough a time seeing Eddie Lack as we're having right now seeing him. Yeah.
Ugh.
Hey, did anybody
It
else
looks
see
like,
like?
it looks like a hieroglyph of Eddie right now. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it looks like you're in the underworld, man.
Yeah.
Might still be fucking daylight here, but the old boys got to go back to work. I'm back to the fucking grind
All
these
right,
days.
Goose,
So
signing off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody be cool, and hopefully you never know if Dallas decides to push us through. Then we'll see you on Saturday. If not, we'll see
Right.
you next week when we're into the fucking
If
Stanley Cup
Vegas is a
Finals.
winner tonight, Betcast canceled on Saturday. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sir.
No, don't fucking say that. No.
Well, I'm holding out hope. I am. Yeah. Not much hope, but hope. Yeah.
But either way, everybody
See
be
you,
safe. We'll see you real soon.
All right.
All right,
Peace off,
see you,
Goose.
Good
guys.
night.
Sounds good.
Cheers, boys.
Later,
Yes.
boys.
Later, Eddie. All right.
See you, Goose.
All right.
Good stuff.
Yeah, we got daylight for another hour at least here in Alberta.
No doubt.
Oh, it's dark as hell here.
Yeah, it's just getting
Thanks from
dark.
Vancouver.
Fuck.
Wow, incredible finish. Series over, and it looked like it was overtime for sure. Although that penalty, I
Yeah.
mean, Rod Brindamore kind of had a little talk with the ref as he was going off the ice, and he still was obviously class act. Shook hands with everybody in the line and all that. But after that, he did have a word or two with. I don't think he loved that penalty there with a minute to go after this guy got cross-checked 2 minutes earlier and no call. So I
don't think
understand
that's
the
the I don't think that's the kind of penalty call that gets that you advance to the next round.
Yeah.
As a referee.
Yeah. This is gonna be a tough. That's gonna be a tough.
That was
like,
pretty,
finish for Wes and his crew there, because that.
Then blame the
Some guy
referee.
gets buried with a cross check, and then 2 minutes later, the faintest
No, who
trip
cares?
there on stall.
I'm
gets
just happy
called.
the Panthers
It's tough. Tough to
I think
reconcile.
Just
Brindamore
was
wanted
was an
another home game in
unnecessary
front of his
call.
fans.
Yeah.
I think Brindamore wanted one more home game at least.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an
Yeah, they
unnecessary
Carolina.
performance by the Canes too. They sucked ass. I
Yeah.
mean, they played well,
For the most
but
part.
they
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
win
you
any
don't even
fucking
I
wanna
thought they
be
played
games.
well tonight, but they also were worse defensively tonight. Like they gave up some just
They
chances.
lost
They
every
gave up some
game.
goals that were breakdowns defensively that they don't typically make. Now, granted, they're without Slavin for 3/4 of the game, and he's their best.
That's a
defenseman.
big piece.
Big piece, and you saw without him, that's when the breakdowns happen. So,
I mean,
but
4-0.
good season
That's
again for
fucking
Carolina, but they
rough.
just got caught up in this Florida,
Fucking
run.
And half their roster's injured.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
it's-
Maurice
that's a
is
good
going to
point,
go on
Paul.
to the
Like,
media
every
to say,
game.
Vegas is favored. We're the underdog. We're happy to be here, but we got a good chance. And Maurice is just going to play it up again, and everybody's going to take Vegas to win it all, and it's just going to happen again. You never know,
That's
man.
what's gonna
Florida, it might be a team of
Good.
destiny this year.
I think
Yeah.
Paul Maurice could have been on your
Yeah.
top 5 coaches in the NHL, not never to win a Stanley Cup list. If there was a such thing, top 5
Sure.
coaches never to win a Stanley Cup currently in the NHL, Maurice has to be on that list. And he's going to have a chance to win his first Stanley Cup after how many years now of coaching? 28 as an NHL head coach. Now he's had a couple off years where he didn't coach, but for the majority of the last 28 years, he's been an NHL head coach twice with Carolina, Toronto, Winnipeg, and now here with Florida. It's been quite the run for him.
I think he might be the best. I'm trying to think who else are
Are you talking current coaches?
Head coach
McClellan would have to be up there.
He's up there.
Yeah.
He's up there.
Yeah.
Todd McClellan for sure is up there. No doubt
Yeah,
about that.
Paul McClellan would have to.
That's a good choice.
Sorry, I just saw this bet Isaac sent me.
Bruce Cassidy and DeBoer. I'm not a biggest fan of DeBoer, but DeBoer's been so fucking close multiple times. New Jersey, San Jose, and now here with Dallas.
Guys, I didn't realize this. I'm just seeing this post on Twitter. This is now a 12-game Eastern Conference Final losing streak for the Canes. They've been swept out in 2009, 2019, and now in 2023.
Wow.
We should have known
Damn.
that. We should have known
It would have
that.
been nice to
Yeah.
have recalled
Yeah.
that stat
Right.
10 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
7 days
definitely.
ago. Yeah. Exactly. No doubt. Yeah. So there's Tkachuk. I mean, just what a night for the Florida Panthers. We'll wrap up the Betcast here in the next couple of minutes. But wow. I'll tell you what, it's very disheartening that this was a 4-game sweep and the series is done just like that. But what a way to end, at least. I mean, an insane ending to Game 4, a buzzer beater to win the series, courtesy of Matthew Tkachuk with just 4 seconds left. We got some time. We won't rush off the air, so we'll go around the horn and give everybody a chance to say some final words. We'll start at the bottom of the screen. Jordan Schistel on our Betcast for the very first time, and hopefully not the last time. Sum up the night for us.
Well, not going to lie. I didn't catch a lot of the game. I caught the end of the third, but I think Florida's on a trail. Hopefully Vegas has a couple, I don't know, little pocket chasers that just kind of falls into Bobrovsky, like top of the corner was saying. But other than that, hey, did you guys check Mark Stone the other night when he did get cross-checked, though? Jamie Benn, and it was almost kind of like a little brother playing with his big brother, like mini sticks, and he actually slashed him, and then you see them just look up. He's just like, no. Did anybody notice
Stone
that?
did that? Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought it was
Stone
funny.
almost like don't do any
Yeah,
more
I mean,
damage.
if you look at it in slow motion, he actually looks up and he's just like, no, like he didn't
It's
slash
like the
his
shit you
shoulder.
never want to see as a parent. You're like, don't fucking do that. And
Except
then he
if
did
your
it.
brother is
He's a
tomahawking
grown-ass
you in the
man.
face with a stick. You
You're
got
like,
problems.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Then you just seen him inflamed. He's like, you didn't.
Yeah.
But no, I appreciate you having me, and hopefully catch you guys again sometime.
Yeah, well, we were going to try to have a Betcast Saturday night, but only the Dallas Stars can help make that happen. And they've got to win a game tomorrow night in order to make that happen. So it's to be determined if necessary. It's like the schedule on TV. If necessary, we'll be here for Game 5 on Saturday night at 8 o'clock Eastern for Vegas, Dallas. Perlo, final words from you.
Yeah, this playoffs, especially in the later rounds, has been like one of the worst for me for not following my gut. I remember we were on. I said Florida. You and I both said Florida, and then I flipped, and so did you. Kind of flip, and I've done that more than I'd like to admit this year, this playoffs. But the good thing is I did take Vegas after the first game to a -1. I just didn't like what I saw in Dallas. So I think Vegas is going to take it tomorrow. I don't think Dallas has anything in them. Like I said before, is like, what are you doing? Playing for your captain? You know, like your captain does something like that. I don't see how a coach can spin that into a way to get behind a team. You know what I'm saying? I think it's over. And then in the finals, man, that's going to be tough. I flipped because of Carolina's defense, but now you're talking about a Vegas defense. That defense looks absolutely insane. You might be able to Florida might be able to play that aggressive, but they'll probably make me look bad again. I just can't believe that they're playing that aggressive on the
If
forecheck.
it's Vegas, Florida,
keep doing it over and over and over again.
it's unbeatable versus unbeatable. That's what it looks like right now with these two teams and the way they're both rolling along right now, the Golden Knights and the Panthers. So if that is the Stanley Cup final, it would be fascinating to see who would win that battle. Rico, what did you think of the night?
I flip back and forth with Carolina too, because they beat the Islanders, kind of a defensive team with a good goalie. Then they beat the Devils, kind of high flying team, with a little bit of speed. So then I flip back and forth with Carolina, Florida too. And I thought Carolina was going to win this series. But then again tonight, who comes out, lays that hit? Sam Bennett on Slavin. Tkachuk gets on the board. Bobrovsky has another night. It's just, man, it's hard to bet against Florida right now. And, it was such a good game, and they shut Carolina down. I was wrong about Florida this whole time. I'm going to admit that.
And if there's a long layoff, you're not concerned about them either, because they showed they could win Game 1 with a long time off. So Yeah.
And look at Rasko Gudis just leveled Jordan Staal against the boards, and Jordan Staal went up to him after and talked to him, and just one of those things like, yeah, we're on top of you, we're good, we're taking you down, and there's nothing you're gonna
do. Yeah, just impressive stuff by Florida. And Cheshire Cat, you'll agree with that. Florida just they can do no wrong. The magic carpet ride continues.
I mean, it feels that way for sure. Yeah,
Magic
Matthew
carpet ride.
Tkachuk brought something. Can you hear me?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Matthew Tkachuk brought something different to the team. I've said this in the chat and stuff, but I didn't realize that he was the glue that was holding the Flames together. I always thought it was Johnny Gaudreau. I don't know
You
why.
feel a little sick if you're a Flames fan tonight. Let's be real. You do.
Yeah. I didn't realize that he was like the grit and like the person that's going around to everybody and making sure that they're cool and shit, and like everybody's involved. But it's been really cool to see him pull through and be able to have an awesome postseason like this, because he deserves it. He plays his ass off every night. So does his brother. I like their style of hockey. I think it's really cool. I know that it can be offensive sometimes, but whatever. Whatever. I love that it was a sweep. I love that it was a sweep. I don't have a clue who's going to win between them and Vegas. My initial lean,
but crazier shits can happen.
Yeah, I could see the Panthers winning too. Honestly, I have no fucking idea. I don't think any of us really know.
That's what's going to make the Stanley Cup final intriguing. Is
they just swept the Canes, dude. Yep. I didn't know that was going to be a thing.
Yep.
That's so
Two red hot
crazy to me.
teams. Two teams that seemingly can't do anything wrong right now are going to likely face off in the Stanley Cup final. Rich, good to have you back. Go ahead, Chester.
May I ask really fast? Can you do a Biz impression?
Oh,
I was thinking about this. I was like, I bet Ian could do a Biz impression, because he uses that like.
I'm trying to think. I know what he sounds like.
He's got like
my chain gang, the Leaf chain gang.
He's almost got like a surfer vibe, but it's totally different.
Here we got that puck pressure right now with the Leafs going on here, and one of those things I think they're really good at here is they're able to get that puck down in the zone. And what do you think there, Gretzky? Huh? Yeah, a little poopy pants. There you are, and that's the way he kind of sounds.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah. That's I've got better impressions. Like the one I knock out of the park is always, who, Craig Laughlin for the Cowboys. Yeah, it's a great shot there by OB for the Caps. One of those things I like with that power play is that big drive from the point by OB. Just a great job, Joe B, scoring on the power play, giving the Caps a big boost in this game right now. There you go. I love
there's DJ O'Shea.
Yeah, anybody that's heard Craig Laughlin knows that's pretty good. Not a bad impression.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, it's wonderful. Thank you.
There's some I can do better than that. Like even Frank Caliendo, who's just an incredibly good voice impressionist. He'll tell you he's got one he does better than others. Yeah, no doubt.
I think if I work on it, I could do a really good Biz.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna work on it, and next time I come on the Betcast, I'm gonna do it. Because it's super close. It's super close to the surfer type of talk.
Yeah.
But you just add a whole lot of douchebag to it. You can totally talk.
I know you think he's dumber than rocks, but I'll tell you what, when he rocks the whiteboard on those little, drawing up a play segments on TNT when he's on the whiteboard, he really does well with those. I think that's some of his best work on TNT when he's on the whiteboard.
Drawing pictures?
Diagramming a play there in the studio.
Breaking it down.
He's really good at that. Rich, what do you think?
I think that last goal was really symbolic of the whole series. We thought it was going to go to overtime, and that Carolina had fought back, and yet no, it was just the last breaking of the back, making it a sweep. Pretty clear. The one thing I was surprised about was Bobrovsky coming off the break between the two series. There was like a week. And I thought, okay, maybe this is the opportunity where there's going to be a dip. And for the guy to maintain or to improve, to actually go ahead of where he was the last round is just, it's unconscious. It's hard to believe. So, yeah, going forward, it's like we have two immovable forces that are going to collide.
Yep.
And I'm looking forward to it.
It's what it feels like. The hottest teams in the playoffs. Florida rolling through Boston, Toronto, Carolina, 2 Eastern Conference heavyweights. Vegas gets past, Edmonton in particular, in the last round, who everyone, I thought they could win the Stanley Cup. Edmonton, Vegas puts them away. Dallas, I thought could win a Stanley Cup. Vegas is 1 win away from putting them away. So, yeah, Vegas and Florida. I'll tell you what, Canadians may not be happy, but that's an intriguing series. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care that it's Vegas versus Florida. That's a fascinating series, and I'm interested in it. I'm into it, if that's your Stanley Cup Finals. Now, I know we're dismissing Dallas. We shouldn't be, but we have to admit it's almost impossible, and the odds are stacked right now.
Never been done.
Dallas Stars.
With Jamie Benn gone 2 more games, too.
At this point. Yeah, let alone this. I'm just worried if they get us to our Betcast Saturday night, let alone winning the series and coming all the way back, Alex. And him and I both singing the same refrain here, unfortunately, with Dallas. Very disappointed with what we've seen from them.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think we're going to be having a Betcast Saturday. I don't think we're going to be seeing Dallas' season go past tomorrow. So with that being said, like I said, a Vegas, Florida, Cup final, which I'm going to have to hear a bunch of idiots for 2 weeks here in Minnesota talk about. They don't even have ice in Florida and Vegas and all that stupid shit. But it'll be an interesting series to watch. Like I said, 2 teams of destiny colliding, and somebody's going to have to take the L, and they've got 7 games to prove it. So, like I said, this is one of those times where I have no gut feel on who's going to win the series. Just right offhand, I'd have to really dig deep and look. And this more than likely will be one of those taking it game by game, period by period series from a betting standpoint.
Special teams is going to play a big part, I think, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it is. It is. And the one thing about Vegas is they've still got to keep working on that penalty kill. Okay. It's the one area of their team that's, they've gotten this far in spite of it, not because of it. And although I'll say this, they put away Edmonton, the best power play. Dallas has a lethal power play, and they might beat them. So, and maybe they can survive and win a Stanley Cup with the penalty kill, maybe not being. But 5-on-5, if that's a 5-on-5 series, I mean, we'll get into it way more if it's Vegas, Florida in the days and weeks to come. But if it's 5-on-5, it's advantage Vegas. I don't know if there's many better 5-on-5 teams right now than the Vegas Golden Knights. They've just been so good at even strength and outplayed Edmonton, dominated Edmonton at 5-on-5. Same thing so far here in this Dallas series. And, game 2, I could think Dallas played okay 5-on-5, but I don't think they played great game 1 or game 3, obviously 5-on-5, and Vegas did. So that could end up being a big difference. Cameo, by the way, just now, before we wrap it up, from Jordan's little companion there, I noticed while Cheshire Cat and Rich H were talking there. So who's that little one? Let's see it.
Come here. This is Cooper. Well, I got this one.
There you go.
Cooper.
Yeah.
Come here.
There we go. We got
this big white one.
Gosh. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Straight from Alberta, Husky Lab. And then
nice.
Yep. Come. And then I got
the thing about the big dogs is a lot of them are some of the friendliest, greatest companions they'll ever be.
Oh, there's more.
Dog. Yeah.
And I got him.
It's
a Catahoula leopard. It's a wild boar hunting dog.
Yeah, that's a breed you don't always hear about. On a
That's like a brother.
Yeah, there we go. Looking to play some fetch. You'll have some time to play some fetch because your daddy's about to be free because the Betcast is ending right now.
Well, I appreciate it again, guys. Nice to meet you, and next time I'll spend a little bit more time watching the game instead of refereeing.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, don't give up that game.
Instant cred.
We need hockey refs in this country. Yeah. You're keeping the dream alive, Jordan.
Oh yeah,
you are alive. So don't ever let that opportunity slip away from you. But
good on you.
Great stuff. This was a fun Betcast. We hope to have another conference finals Betcast Saturday night, but that's obviously up in the air. If we don't, we'll see you in the Stanley Cup Finals, and we'll definitely do it 2 days a week Betcast. Throughout the Stanley Cup Final. We'll do 2 games each week in the Stanley Cup Finals. So stay tuned for that. We are on tomorrow, our daily show at 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow on Thursday. So make sure you join us for that. Me, Alex, we'll have Jordan Sambrook joining us as well on the show as our guest. So looking forward to that tomorrow, and we'll get you ready for what could be the final game of the other conference finals with Vegas and Dallas tomorrow night. But great stuff. We thank Rich H, Cheshire Cat, Rico, Perlo, Jordan, and everyone else that joined us earlier, Landon, and everyone that was on, Goose, everybody
Eddie.
that was on earlier.
Yeah.
Eddie Lack.
Eddie Lack, of course, yeah, for a little cameo. That was great from Eddie Lack.
Eddie.
Yeah,
Mhm.
join us for a few minutes. Yeah,
Cool dude.
Eddie's a character. That is
Yeah.
for sure. Eddie's
Man,
great.
he should be doing commentary.
Yeah, he should. Actually, you know what? He's been doing a little.
Yeah.
He's been interviewed a lot lately, in like locally in Arizona during Coyotes games. So you never know. Maybe TV in his future. You never know.
Yeah.
Did you
he'd be
see his
great.
guys?
Like,
Did you see his post? His most recent post,
Yeah.
where he was saying, everybody's shitting on the refs, but along for the good old days where you blame the goalies.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
That was
they
good.
got put on TV. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're right. Blaming the refs is super easy to blame the goalies. You know, in NHL
Yeah.
fandom these days.
These guys sound like a bunch of roller hockey players.
Yeah. Yeah. There's definitely some truth to that. But yeah, everybody's got a beef. There's never our team sucks. Oh, it's the refs. Oh, it's the goalie. It's always something to blame, not just your own team. That's the way fans work usually. Awesome stuff. Great Betcast. Again, join us tomorrow. Ice Guys on Thursday. Join us for that show. Thanks to everyone on the screen right now for joining us. Everyone that was with us earlier. Everyone in the YouTube chat that tuned in. Hit the like button. We appreciate it very much. I'm Ian Cameron. Have a great rest of your Wednesday night, and join us tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern, for the Thursday edition of the Ice Guys, presented by National Hockey Now. Good night, everybody.